co-main event. Obviously, we've got Kron Gracie. So I know a lot of people are looking forward to that as well. So thank you all so much for joining us. Obviously, I'm happy to talk about UFC, happy to talk about WWE, happy to talk about anything, really. So I really do enjoy these Saturday streams because they're a little bit chilled. They're a little bit laid back. I can tell you there's no fights on at the moment. We're still on the prelims. We've got the final prelim just about to start. You can see on screen that we've got Span versus Clark coming up. That's going to be our final prelim. And then, of course, we will be into the actual main show. So, yeah, super, super excited for that. Hello to everyone that's in the chat as well. Hello to Monica King. Thank you for joining us. Hello to Mr. Ryan. We've got Patrick O'Neill. We've got Nick. We've got Rathman. We've got Brandon. Very, very cool. Ryan as well. KJ, of course. Very, very cool that you lot could join us. Hello, Ben Russell. Do we do Wheel of Funds and figure giveaways? Unfortunately, not on the UFC ones because obviously it's all WWE related. They're like WWE figures, WWE magazines, WWE slam attacks. I have actually been tempted to get some UFC slam attacks. You can get UFC slam attacks. In fact, I'm going to write that down because if I can, then I would be tempted to bring that into the UFC streams because I love Topps cards. I've got absolutely loads. I've got a few that are like signed ones as well. And actually, I've been meaning to do a video on that. But yes, you've just reminded me. I'm going to have a look and see if I can find some UFC Topps cards, and then we might do giveaways in the future. But certainly nothing planned for tonight. This is just a nice chilled kind of a stream. It just we always get like a few less people on these than we do for the wrestling ones, because there's not as many people that watch the channel that are into UFC, but I love it. I am a big fan of UFC. I'm watching the shows anyway, so it just makes perfect sense for me to hang out with you guys. So, yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. And obviously last week we had a massive show. Absolutely huge, huge show. In fact, I've not even updated the little scroll along the bottom. Still showing Adesanya and all of that kind of stuff. So let me drop my predictions in. I have never got every prediction correct. Is tonight the night? Okay, is tonight the night? I'm going to go with Anders, which is a gamble. I'm going to go with Pena. I'm going to go with Dern. I'm going to go with... Let's have a look. Price. And... Of course, you've got to go with Gracie, haven't you? Kron Gracie, I'm so excited. Part of the Gracie family. I think his uncle was Royce Gracie. And obviously, Royce Gracie was like the dominant force in UFC when it first started. So, people are very, very excited about him. And then, of course, I'm going to go with Joanna. I need the capitals. Let me go into caps lock. There we go. Yoanna. So those are my predictions. I've never got every single prediction correct, but they're scrolling along the bottom. I've gone with Anders. I've gone with Pena. I've gone with Dern. I've gone with Price. Of course, I've gone with Gracie. And I've gone with Joanna. I know there'll be a lot of Michelle Waterson fans, and honestly, I am as well. But I've got to be honest, I think that she is out of her depth here. I don't think she's going to be beating Joanna, and... well, let's see. But those are my predictions. Let me know yours if you are interested in the show. I know a lot of people will be joining us that want to talk about WWE, and that is absolutely fine. Might be some people that want to talk about Cain Velasquez, maybe Tyson Fury, maybe the draft. Whatever you want to talk about, we will get to it. The only thing I will say is that once the action starts, of course, my attention... will be given over to the fights. We've got the final prelim of the evening about to start. This is Span versus Clark. Don't know a great deal about this, if I'm being honest. What I do know is that they're both from the United States. They're both 205. And Span has got a real reach advantage. 6.5 inch reach advantage. Span's also... A little bit more experienced. He's had 20 fights compared to Clark's 12. So I'd be leaning towards Span, but as I said, I don't know a great deal about this, but I'm just excited for the main card. So with that being said, let's get to the chat, see what people are saying in the chat. And I can see that Walid wants a shout out, so shout out to you. Harsh Prathai, hope you are well, my friend. TKG, Days, what do you think of the draft so far? I thought it was very disappointing. I don't think there's really any way around that. I think that the way it was done wasn't the most exciting. Someone actually said to me on Twitter, I really wish we would have seen the wrestlers' reactions, like when they got drafted. And it's like, yeah, I agree, we should have. Why didn't we? Like, I can't imagine everyone that got drafted was happy to go to whatever show they were going to. You know, I would have liked a few mixed reactions. I don't know if it's because, like, they want to keep the networks happy. You know, no, they don't want, like, someone going to Fox and then the wrestlers like, oh, God, Fox, what the, oh, Jesus. So maybe that's why they didn't do it. But I always feel like that adds a lot. So I personally would like to have seen some reactions. People really happy at, yes, I'm going to Raw, or really down at the fact that, like, oh, I can't believe it, I'm going to Raw, or whatever. And I still don't know why Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross were split up when they could have been selected as one pick. And actually, it seemed like on that original press release of this is everyone that's going to be drafted night 1, this is everyone that's going to be drafted night 2. Alexa and Nikki Cross seem to count as one, because obviously teams count as one pick, so that was very strange. Street Profits, they're an NXT team? Like, I've seen them competing in NXT, so yeah, I really don't understand why they were drafted. Like, how were they allowed? So I can't really get my head around that. I loved the boardrooms. I thought the boardrooms were hysterical. I don't think they were meant to be, but I loved them. So, yeah, overall, I was a bit disappointed. Didn't really give us much in the way of entertainment. Just kind of, just a bit weird. It's just a bit weird. Right, we are underway with this fight. Span versus Clark. I can tell you that Span is the favourite. Not by a great deal. Just a slight favourite. So, he is the taller fighter. He's wearing yellow. Clark in black. And yeah, as I said, I don't know a great deal about this. Personally, I'm waiting for the main card. I'm waiting for the main event in particular. I'm very excited about that. And of course, Kron, Gracie as well. Days, do you think Cody will beat Jericho? No, is the answer. I think Jericho's going to stay champion for a while. They've just built up that faction. And I can tell you that we're already down on the ground here. Is that like a guillotine choke? So, Span doing great work. So, only a minute in. Clark in real trouble, but managing to pop out. And already pinned up against the octagon. Days, Kevin Owens was furious that he was drafted to Raw. Yes, good point. Apparently, they did interview him after. And, well, he wasn't furious that he was drafted to Raw. Well, I haven't seen the interview because apparently they didn't post it. But apparently he was furious that he was, like, in the third round of picks. Which I understand, you know, he would want to be in the first round. But he wasn't. He was, like, the third round. And he said something like, I'm always having to prove myself. And it seems like I've still got to do more to prove myself. Like, 'cause he was in the third round of picks. So I think he was more furious about that than going over to Raw. Both guys are on their feet right now. I can tell you that Span has pretty much dominated this. He is backing Clark up against the octagon, standing his ground in the centre. Clark charging forward, swinging away, but not really landing anything. Let me have a look and see what the statistics say. It says, so far, Clark is well up on total strikes. He's only had 5, But according to this, Span hasn't landed anything, but he has been controlling the fight. So halfway in round 1, and Span looking very comfortable. Clark, 6 strikes, Span 0, but that really doesn't tell the tale of the fight. But Clark looking for a takedown right now. He's got Span up against the octagon, but Span easily spins him around so that he can get into a controlling position. Clark's doing well, though. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Span certainly was looking the better on the ground. And it seems like Clark's doing better on the feet. So, this actually could be quite an interesting little contest. This could actually be quite an interesting little fight, this. So, let's not sleep on this. I don't know much about these guys. But I'm certainly liking what I'm seeing so far. Shout out to Cole Taylor. What time will this finish? Well, it starts in about 9 minutes. It should start at 1. It tends to go on for a couple of hours, so it should be finishing in about 2 hours 10, something like that. Maybe 2.5 hours, something along those lines. Depends how long the fights go for. But we're here every Saturday. We always watch UFC. I'm a big fan of the UFC. And obviously we're seeing more and more UFC fighters coming into the WWE, so it's always good just to know like what's happening in the UFC and know who's fighting, who's doing well, who's progressing, who could go over to WWE. Obviously, there was a phone call between Dana and Cain Velasquez earlier, and apparently Dana wished Cain all the very best because Cain has apparently signed with WWE long term, so not just for Crown Jewel. It looks like he's signed long term, so that's quite exciting news. Nice little jab coming forward by Span. Let's see what the numbers are now in this fight. 4 total strikes for Span, 12 for Clark. So again, you know, it's a very difficult one to score. I think I might be leaning towards Clark here because Span hasn't really done a great deal since the early stages. And Clark's been like chipping away. Oh, went for a back elbow. Didn't land it. And that is the end of the round. Oh, hello. We've got a buzzer going and everything. That's annoying. Yeah, that's the end of the round. Let's change this over to round number 2. We're in Tampa tonight, by the way. I'm not, but they are. We're in Tampa. I absolutely love Tampa. I actually went to watch NXT in Tampa, and it was absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed it. Do you like Batman? I like the films, but I've never read a comic or really watched any of the cartoons. Or animated series, I should say. So, yeah, I saw some of, like, the 60s TV show when I was growing up. Not that I grew up in the 60s, but, you know. And I love the films, love Dark Knight and all of those. I'd like to go and see Joker, but I probably won't, to be honest. I will see the film, but probably be, like, when it gets released on DVD or goes on Netflix or something. I just don't get a chance to go to the cinema. I still haven't seen Fighting with my family. Right, let's go over back to this fight. We're about to start the second round, and this is tasty. Very, very interesting. Referee getting them set, and we are good to go. Round number 2. Let's blast down the chat, shall we? You need to do something about the background. The light is distracting. Oh, what? That light there? I suppose I could try and lose that poster and just put up lots of little posters that, but even they're going to reflect the light, I think. I don't think there's really a way of fixing that. I might look at green screen ultimately and do something along those lines. But yeah, I do have a light right in front of me, otherwise it's a little bit too dark. Right, anyway, we're back underway in round number 2. And I can tell you that Span standing his ground in the centre. Clark on the outside. No one really throwing anything. It's been a cagey start to the second round. Clark charging forward, almost losing his footing. He really committed everything then. Who would you rather get called up, Pete Dunne or Ciampa? I would say Ciampa. Just because I feel like Pete Dunne probably needs a little bit more time in NXT. I've got no confidence they would use him well on the main roster because he's all about joint manipulation. He's all about the little intricacies of wrestling, and that doesn't really work on Raw or SmackDown. Like, Ricochet works well on Raw and SmackDown. I'm not sure that Pete Dunne does. I could be wrong. Oh, look at this span unloading. He's really throwing some bombs, and Clark is having to run away. Some big strikes coming in. Clark is trying to cover up. Now he's throwing some shots back himself. These two in a real flurry right now. I can tell you that the total strikes have jumped up. And actually, I think the fight has actually been stopped now. The referee jumps in and Span gets the victory. He had Clark up against the side of the octagon. 17 strikes for Clark, 14 for Span. He was well behind on those total strikes. He really unloaded then and did a great job. So just seeing a replay here, he had Clark up against the side of the octagon. Clark was trying to fight back, does a decent job, but then there's a big right hand that comes in. And then he looks for the choke. It looks like a guillotine choke, and he actually taps. He catches him. He just gets his head. Absolutely brilliant. Out of nowhere. I mean, look at that. They were standing and throwing, and then out of nowhere, he just grabs his head. That's great work. Really great awareness. Very good stuff there by Span. He looked very cool, calm, collected all throughout that fight. Just wasn't breaking a sweat at all, so excellent work. Put a poster, it'll dim it down. Days is awesome, thank you very much. Do you think now The Fiend is on SmackDown, the feud between Rollins and The Fiend is officially over, or will they find a way around it? Well, honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I'm really torn on it because I feel like it needs to continue. I feel like it's a feud that can't end right now, and obviously The Fiend, appeared on SmackDown and dragged Rollins to hell, and Rollins managed to escape and everything, so I feel like there's more of a story that needs to be told here. So I don't want it to end, but it could. It could end. Equally, they have said that there's going to be a massive draft. There's going to be a big draft on Monday. A trade, sorry. So they're going to finish the second part of the draft, and then there's going to be a big trade. So it could be that Becky and Seth end up going over to SmackDown. I mean, it could be that we get, Becky and Seth that get drafted from Raw. They go over to SmackDown, and they end up giving them, 3 or 4 people instead to trade for them too. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how it's going to work with the titles. I mean, I can't see Becky and Seth both dropping the titles. And I can't see Brock moving over, so it's really hard. It's really hard to say how this is going to go. I feel like it's probably more likely the feud is over. Or The Fiend gets drafted to Raw. What if The Fiend gets drafted to Raw? I don't think he will, though. It's so hard to call. Let me know, what do you think? What do you think? I'd love to know what people think. If I was to predict right now, I would say that somehow Becky and Seth find their way to SmackDown. Somehow. I don't know if it'll be this week. I don't know if it'll be a trade in the future. But I just really think that Fox have paid a lot of money. They're going to have sat down and they're going to look at it and they're going to go, right, who do we want? And surely one of the first names that they wanted was Becky Lynch. She is the women's division. There isn't a bigger female star in all of WWE. So why are Fox happy to not have her? Why are Fox happy to say goodbye? I don't know. I really feel like they're going to go for Becky. And if Becky goes, Surely Seth goes as well because they're engaged. They're not going to want to be separated. I know for a fact WWE make a big effort to keep couples together. We saw that with Andrade and Charlotte that were separated during the last Superstar shakeup. We've got Joanna here. She is 15-3. She's got a big smile on her face. She looks ready. She's dangerous. She's a dangerous woman. Is Michelle here? Are they going to show us Michelle? There she is. Michelle, the karate hottie. The second highest striking accuracy in the strawweight division. She certainly looks ready. Look at the smile on her face. Looking forward to this, you know. I really am looking forward. As much as I love talking about WWE, I always love big fights. And this is a big fight. I'm really looking forward to this. These are two, you know, big names in this division. And they're clashing tonight. Should be good. Have you booked your Alundra Blaze tickets yet? No, not yet. But I definitely will. It's not often that she comes to the UK. So that's definitely an opportunity that I don't want to miss. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited for that. The Fiend will go to Raw. Bray goes to SmackDown. No, I don't think that will happen. And I hope it doesn't happen, if I'm being honest, because I've had a few people say that to me, but they are definitely a package deal. You can't separate the two. Would you want to only watch Funhouse episodes on Raw and then only watch The Fiend strike on SmackDown? I promise you, it would get dull. It would get dull. The two complement each other. The two work really well together. I wouldn't want The Fiend on one and Funhouse Bray on the other. Hopefully the Peacock is in the crowd so my pick Clark can win. Cub, Swanson, they're just running down the card. You're not missing anything. If you are a UFC fan, if you are joining us for the UFC watch along, which I would hope most of you are, you're not missing anything. It's going to be a really, really good night, though. I'm so looking forward to Cub Swanson against Kron Gracie. Of course, Gracie coming from the famous Gracie family. And then, of course, that main event, Waterson taking on Joanna. I think Joanna gets the win, but it's going to be a very interesting contest, and I can't wait. I really can't. I'm actually looking forward to this main event, and I have most matches, most fights this year. This really is like a big night. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a good-looking card. And great prelims as well. Great prelims. Ronda is gone. Apparently she's coming back. Triple H was asked the other day, is Ronda coming back? And he says yes. And he said, they asked when, and he said sooner rather than later. So Ronda is on her way. Shout out to Awesome Aiden. Shout out to you, my friend. What are your thoughts on heel Bailey? I think it's best for business. I think she looks awesome. I think she looked absolutely awesome. I think she looked better than I'd seen her in a long time. She looks more focused. She looks like a badass as well. So I really like it. I really like it. I think it was time. I think it was the right time to do it. And I'm quite excited to see what they do with her going forward. Right, we're going to be moving over to the first fight very soon. Anders versus Meerschaert. How the hell do you spell that? H-A-E-R-T. There we go. Boom. Anders the Giant. They really shouldn't separate The Fiend and Bray. It would be too complicated. Are you going to meet any more wrestlers? I don't know. I haven't even looked. I only care about... If I go and just meet Alundra Blaze, I'll be a happy man. If I get there and there's someone you can meet that's cool and reasonably priced, then I'd be interested. But, I don't know. To be honest, I'm not really going to meet anyone other than Alundra Blaze. Days, how'd you feel after you got RKO'd? I've got a bit of a sore neck. I'm not going to lie. I actually recorded that yesterday, right after the stream, right after SmackDown. Yeah, I've kind of recovered now. But it did actually hurt a little bit. I went down hard. Logan McCall, check Twitter DMs. Why is everyone always wanting me to go to Twitter? Whenever I'm on, they're like, go check Twitter, check Twitter. I'll have a look in a bit, dude. I'll have a look in a bit. I've got quite a few that I haven't had a chance to have a look at. So if you've just sent it, okay, there we go. When was that from? Is that extreme? It looks like Extreme Rules. What's that picture from, dude? I can't quite tell. Shout out to Connor Burgess. Shout out to Noodlefish TV. Days, do you do Wheel of Funds on the UFC stream? Oh, it was asked this earlier. We don't. We just chill and chat. Chill at. We just chill at. So, we just chill at. Look at this. All in the Gracie family. Carlos Gracie. Studied Japanese judoka. Don't even know what that is. 1917. Helio Gracie in the early 1920s. Adapts judo to ground fighting and BJJ. Then, of course, we get Royce Gracie, Rorian Gracie, Rickson Gracie. I think Rickson Gracie is the father of Kron Gracie. And it's Kron Gracie that we're getting tonight. Royce Gracie won at UFC 1. He was the tournament winner in 1993. And now in 2019, Kron Gracie makes his UFC debut. He defeated Alex Cazares, was it? Here he is. Look, Kron Gracie. Very, very excited about this guy. I've picked him. You've got to, if there's a Gracie, you've got to pick him. He's going to have had incredible training. So, yeah, I'm excited to see him. He's in the co-main event. And he's in there against Cub Swanson. I sent you something on Gmail. Okay, cool. Shout out to Dean Winchester. What are your thoughts on WWE Championships having Velcro straps instead of actual buttons? I think it makes them look cheap. Do they? I haven't... what? When's that happened? I don't know. I can't say I've ever noticed. I think it should be buttons. If they've changed it to Velcro, then I have no idea why. Perhaps it's because they have trouble putting them together or something. I don't know. Maybe I can think Brock Lesnar with the gloves might have a bit of trouble like clipping the belt together. Maybe Velcro works better. I don't know. I feel like it is a bit cheaper. Hey Days, totally agree with you on the Shorty G issue. The only way it was Gable's idea is if WWE Creative had come up with something worse and this was the lesser of two evils. I know. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. I can't even see what they're trying to achieve. I mean, it doesn't get sympathy for him. It just makes him look stupid. Right, we've got Anders versus Meerschaert. This is in the middleweight division. I can tell you that Anders is a striker. Meerschaert is a submission artist. I think he's got like 21 victories by submission. He's very experienced as well, Meerschaert. But I've gone with Anders. I feel like he's got the power. And he is the favourite, Anders, coming into this. So I think he can get the job done. I hope he gets the job done. I have never got every prediction correct. So we're going for that tonight. I'm starting with Anders. And I'm going with him because of his striking ability. So let's see. Hey Days, what other sports or motorsports do you like? I like pretty much all sports. I tend to watch anything that's got England involved in it. Just like, you know, if you live in America, I'm sure you'll watch anything that's got America. Like, I will sit here and watch netball if England are playing. Like, I just don't care. I will watch darts, I will watch cricket, I will watch tennis, I will watch... If England are involved, I'll watch it. And then, of course, if it's like a massive contest, like, I watched quite a few, like, Floyd Mayweather fights and stuff like that, because he just was the best, wasn't he? And, of course, watched Conor, even though he was Irish. And I love watching Israel Adesanya, and I mean, I'll support people that aren't from England, and people that aren't from the UK. But yeah, to answer your question, pretty much anything. I'll watch F1. I'll watch fencing. I went to London 2012 at the Olympics, and I watched proper weird things. I watched hockey. I went to the hockey. I actually got tickets to watch hockey being played, and England weren't even playing. I was just wanting to watch anything and everything. I mean, how often do you get to go to the Olympics? So yeah, I was at London 2012. I couldn't get tickets for the wrestling. I was really disappointed. Because actually, I could have seen Chad Gable. Chad Gable was competing at London 2012. So I could have seen Chad Gable competing. But I didn't, unfortunately. But I saw boxing. I saw hockey. I saw athletics. I saw handball. Who even knew that was a thing? Handball. I saw handball. What else did I see? I feel like I definitely saw something else and I can't remember. Football. I saw England versus Brazil at Wembley. It was women, the women's football. But England won 1-0. I was very happy. It's still the only time I've been to Wembley, or the new Wembley. So, yeah, it was very cool. So, yeah, to answer your question, I'll pretty much watch anything. From ballerina to MMA fighter, Anders the Giant is amazing. He is, and he's going to be agile as well. Here he is, look, Anders. A hero of the live streams. He looks great. He's my pick. Of course he's my pick. Have you heard of V8 supercars? No. I've heard of supercars, and I've heard of V8 engines, but I didn't know there was a sport called V8 supercars. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. How long have you been watching MMA? I've been watching it since about 2009-ish, around that time. So I'd say about 10 years. I was a little late getting into it, but once I got into it, I went back and, man, I love the legends. I love people like Chuck Liddell. I really love Royce Gracie, of course, Ken Shamrock. I loved going back through the history of it. And obviously, I mean, it's kind of like a completely different sport now. You can't really compare this to the early UFCs. Because there wasn't really like weight classes, and the rules were sketchy at best. Well, there just weren't really any rules. So this is very different, but yeah, it's still great. I mean, I still love watching people like Israel Adesanya, who we saw obviously last week. And honestly, Michelle Waterson, I love Michelle Waterson and Joanna. I'm really excited for that. And again, talking about the Gracie family, Kron Gracie tonight, so... yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be great. So, we've got Meerschaert, who is a slight underdog. 29 wins, 11 defeats. He is fighting out of the United States. He is in there against Anders the Giant. We don't know if that is any relation to Andre the Giant. But he is a big guy. Here he is. Look at this. Mean and moody. Eryk Anders from Birmingham. He's from Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham. Kind of. Well, my family's from Birmingham. Not Birmingham, Alabama, like him, but Birmingham, England. So I'm from the same place as like the Peaky Blinders. From Birmingham. He's from Birmingham. This has blown my mind. Anders from Birmingham. I hope he does well. I hope he wins. Come on, Anders. I want Anders to do the job here. Days, what main event? Main event is Joanna versus Michelle Waterson. That is the main event tonight. And should be absolutely brilliant. I think Joanna gets it. I think she's the better fighter. But, well, it's never a chore to watch a Michelle Waterson fight, is it? The karate hottie. Okay, we are underway, my friends. This is Anders versus Meerschaert. Cannot wait. Very excited. Okay, strikes coming in. Let's have a look, see where we are with total strikes and everything. Let's change this over, go to the fight we're on now. Both guys starting off pretty slow. Anders kind of taking his time here. Keeping a bit of distance. So far, both guys have only thrown or landed one shot each. Nice front leg kick. Okay. It's very cagey. There's not really much to talk about in the sense of they're both keeping quite a bit of distance between each other. Neither guy really forcing the fight here. Anders does manage to get through there with a left hand. Goes for a head kick, but whistles by a couple of quick right jabs that don't land from Meerschaert. Anders going for a shot to the body, a left to the body. But again, doesn't really get anything. There's no pressure here or anything. No one's really trying to force this fight. I'm a bit disappointed here in Meerschaert because he is the striker here. Anders is the submission artist. So it's actually Anders that I would be expecting to be looking for a takedown. He seems to be quite happy to stand and throw at the moment. And he's doing just that. And actually, down goes Meerschaert. Anders waves him up. Referee says carry on and we're back underway. Anders gets tagged a couple of times on the face. And as we said, you know, Meerschaert is the better striker. Anders will look for takedowns eventually. I think he's trying to wear Meerschaert down. Nice big left hand gets through. He's got Meerschaert up against the octagon. Meerschaert now driving Anders back. Very interesting stuff at the moment. It was quite a slow start, but we're getting into a fight here. As Anders seems to be relatively comfortable at the moment. Knees coming in by Anders. Looking very, very good. Come on, Anders. I want to get my first prediction right. I want to get my first win on the board. We'll be up and running. Everyone will be happy. Nice little right hand coming in from Meerschaert. Anders kind of backing away a little bit. Both guys very comfortable. Neither guy in trouble at the moment. Meerschaert just gets driven back. Jabbing forward with a right hand. But again, not really connecting. I can tell you we've got 1 minute 40 odd on the clock. And so far, Anders has landed 15. Meerschaert has landed 9. So, oh, nice uppercut coming in. So, Anders is doing a really good job here. And as we said, he's better at takedowns. He's got a better ground game as well. I think he's just looking to kind of wear down Meerschaert. Let's see how this goes. What channel is UFC on? I'm watching it on BT Sport. Dave, since you're watching UFC, did you watch Kane versus Brock back in the day? Yes, I saw that fight. It was absolutely brilliant. It was brutal. It was great. Kane deservedly won. And I love the fact that they're using it in storyline. Like Paul Heyman was saying the other day, like, it's been 9 years, I think, or something like that. And he's like, you've never heard an excuse from us. You've never, ever heard an excuse. That's because there is no excuse. That shows how great of a fighter Cain Velasquez is. So Paul Heyman doing a great job of building up Cain Velasquez to people that might not know. Right, we've got 20 odd seconds on the clock. Neither guy really doing a great deal here. I can't see a finish coming. I think we're going to run down the clock. Daisy, are you going to SmackDown in Manchester? I don't believe so. Oh, he's catching him. Anders running over. Down goes Meerschaert. I think he just slipped, but it was too little, too late. He kind of left that a little bit too late, but looking good. Looking good for my boy. Come on, Anders. Come on, Anders, the giant. Hello, C Wrestling. Hope you are well, my friend. Again, not sure what channel UFC is on. I can tell you it is on BT Sport here in the UK. BT Sport. BT Sport 2, actually. I don't want to lie to people. What is ESPN's number? ESPN Plus, I think, is what you're looking for. Days, I think it was a terrible move to draft Bray Wyatt to SmackDown. It was interesting. I wouldn't judge anything until it's all played out. Apparently, there's a big trade coming, and maybe even a big surprise. I think there's going to be a big surprise on Monday because Titus O'Neil was seemed to be the 4th pick on Monday, and I'm adamant he won't be. I think he's a placeholder. I think that name is there, and it's actually going to be someone else like Edge or John Morrison or someone like that, or maybe someone from NXT if they're allowed. I don't know. Matt Riddle. We're back underway anyway. I can tell you that Anders is standing his ground in the center. Meerschaert on the outside, looking very cagey. Anders, I think, got the better of that first round. Really want him to get the job done here. I really want to get that first win on the board. Days, what's your thoughts on 2K20 Originals? I like it. I like the fact they're doing something different. Down goes Meerschaert, but he's still responsive. He pops back up just like Seth Rollins yesterday. Although Meerschaert didn't go through the ring thanks to the Fiend. Anders standing his ground, blocking a few shots. And Anders edging his way forward. Meerschaert firing off a couple of those right-hand jabs. And again, trying to find a way through. Getting tagged, though, with the left hand of Anders. And Anders is the one that's moving forward here. Really, really interesting stuff, this. Really interesting stuff. Neither guy that troubled. I would say Anders is definitely up, though. If this goes all the way to judges and follows this current pattern, then I think Anders is getting the win, which will put me up 1-0. That's what we want. It might not be what all of you want, but it's definitely what I want. Nice. He threw a beautiful combo. Didn't land with anything, and then fired in a leg kick as well. Anders really trying to throw everything here at Meerschaert, but not really putting a great deal of pressure on him. Meerschaert firing back with a few shots of his own. Anders stepping forward, blocking, charging forward, tagging. Meerschaert going for a kick. Nice. Oh, just tagging him again. He is finding a way through. Let's have a look and see what the total strikes are. So, actually, Anders 29, Meerschaert 30. So, very, very close when it comes to actually strikes being thrown and significant strikes. Nice. Both looking quite steady, quite comfortable halfway through the fight. Little left hand getting through there by Anders. EC3 back to NXT. Anders standing his ground. Meerschaert throwing a left hand but misses. Front leg kick by Anders. 2 minutes on the clock. Really want someone to go for this now. I really want someone to just kind of take the brakes off, because it feels like the brakes are on here. And it really feels like the fight is there for the taking if someone would put the pressure on. There's been no takedown attempts or anything like that. This has been proper both guys standing and throwing. I'd say Anders is up at the moment, but Meerschaert still well in this fight. Throwing in a couple of right hand jabs with a left hand following up straight after. Nice front leg kick there. Going for it. Anders with a head kick, but it whistles by. It doesn't land. Just over a minute to go in round number 2. He's starting to come forward now. He's starting to chase after Meerschaert. Anders really starting to throw some stuff. Front leg kick. And, missing again. He keeps missing with that head kick. Really does keep missing. What if the Fiend appeared in UFC? That would be wild and weird. A couple of little jabs get through from Meerschaert. Significant strikes in the second round. 14 for Anders, 20 odd for Meerschaert. So, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's Anders that's putting the pressure on. It's Anders that's forcing the fight. It's Anders that's chasing down Meerschaert. But Meerschaert is getting more shots through. Head kick misses. Couple of shots coming in from Meerschaert. And again, rights and lefts. He's got Anders. Anders fires back with a beautiful roundhouse left. And that is the end of that. That is the end of round number 2. We're going to a third round. Bang. Ollie in for CFC. Come on, Chelsea. Bye, Declan. Thank you for joining us. Days, can you make a soccer night channel? I don't know what that is. I don't really know anyone in UFC, so no clue. Wow, it's worth watching. It's worth watching because there's normally you get at least a handful of really good fights, really interesting fights, and we're still in the early stages of tonight. This show is all about the main event. You've got 2 fantastic female fighters, and it should be a really great contest. So I think the main event should be tasty. And then also we've got Kron Gracie, who is part of obviously the Gracie family. They are MMA. Let's put it that way. You cannot talk about the history of MMA. You cannot talk about the history of the UFC without talking about the Gracie family. It's impossible. They are all over the history of the UFC. Royce Gracie winning at UFC 1. He won the tournament there. And obviously went on to dominate the next few UFC shows. And I think, when was his last fight? Was it like UFC 60, I think it was. And I think he lost. But yeah, it's great to have a Gracie actually on the card. I hope he wins. I hope he does well. I'd love to see him competing, higher up. So yeah, very excited for the co-main event, Kron Gracie. And the main event, Michelle Waterson against Joanna. Chat just froze. That's all right. Okay, we are underway. This is round number 3 of our first fight on the main card. Kick to the body by Anders. Couple of shots coming in from Meerschaert. Anders standing his ground in the centre. Neither guy has really forced this fight. Neither guy has really tried to put the other away. I'd say Anders has probably forced it a little more, but neither guy has come close to actually winning. So Anders into the centre. Meerschaert firing a couple of shots in. Anders firing back a few shots of his own. Let's have a look at some numbers, see where we are. 45 total strikes for Anders. 59 for Meerschaert. So Meerschaert is ahead on total strikes and significant strikes. Neither guy has successfully performed a takedown. Meerschaert did try one, but didn't get it, couldn't execute it. A couple of shots coming in there from Anders, which look good, but it's 60-48 right now. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the judges score this on. Because I feel like Anders has been forcing the fight, has been taking the fight to Meerschaert. So I feel like for me, Anders is certainly up on my scorecard. There we go, look, little kick to the body, 50-61, 53-61. He's closing that gap. He's closing that gap with 2 minutes 37 to go. So let's see, can he get there? Can he close that gap? Before we see out this round. It's actually Meerschaert that's standing his ground in the centre with Anders on the outside. Goes for a kick to the midsection, but doesn't really land it. Walking around in circles with Meerschaert standing his ground in the centre. It's very interesting. There's not like loads of action. It's not like constantly shots being thrown. It's very cagey. But what they are throwing really is getting through. It does matter. You can see that Anders has got a bit of bruising on his eye. He's coming forward with some beautiful left shots. There's some big shots coming in now. 1 minute 50 on the clock, and Meerschaert firing back with some shots of his own. This is good now. We're starting to get somewhere with the fight as we approach the final minute and a half. 67 strikes for Meerschaert, 61 for Anders. We're down to just a gap of 6. So this has been a good round for Anders. 67-63, we're down to 4. Just 4 shots difference between the two. And as I said, for me, Anders has been forcing this fight more. And it's Meerschaert that's firing a few jabs in. Left hand, right hand jabs. Kick to the body. Connects 68-65. It's going to be close, man. It's going to be really close. Looks like it's going to go to decision, though. Us less than a minute now. We're under a minute. 68-67. Meerschaert is leading by 1 shot, 1 strike. That's all that's in this. So this has been a big, big round for Anders, who is having to retreat here. He's a little bit on the back foot as Meerschaert comes forward. It's 70-67. Meerschaert starting to pull back ahead again. He's got it now to 73-68, Meerschaert. Significant strikes in this round, 28-24. Meerschaert 32-19 in round number 2. So round number 2 is where the damage was done. Really interesting end to this fight, though. We're into the final 10 seconds. So we're going to have to see how this goes. I don't think either guy is going to find that KO. I'm going to say split decision for Anders. That's what I'm calling. Split decision for Anders. But it does go to decision. Just 1 shot. It got down to just within 1 shot. It didn't end that way, though, unfortunately. I can tell you that it was 76-74 in the end. 76-74. So Meerschaert definitely winning when it came to total strikes, but only by 2. 76-74. It was very, very close. For me, Anders was the one that was forcing that fight, though. I think overall it's a very close fight. But for me, I thought Anders looked the better. So I'm going to go with Anders on that one. Just put the WWE Network on, or that robot on SmackDown. I love that robot on SmackDown. Hello to Dylan. Hope you are well. Great fight and a real close one. I agree. I would have liked a little more action in the early stages of the fight. Kind of felt like it was a little bit slow, little bit cagey. Neither guy wanted to commit. It was kind of well into that second round that things really started to move. And then certainly towards the end of that third, things started to pick up and get good. So, it was all right. Started off slow, but it got there. And let's see what the official decision is going to be, because I am very, very interested. Here we go. Referee calling them both in. Let me know who you think it's going to be. A for Anders, M for Meerschaert. A for Anders, M for Meerschaert. I'm saying Anders. Okay. Meerschaert has got the first. Anders, it's going to be split. Winner. Anders gets it. Yes! I think that's right. That's how I would have scored it as well. I would have given it split decision. Eryk Anders. Come on. M because it's a cooler name. Well, it wasn't. So far, my friends, we are 1 for 1. Is this the day? We've all dreamt it was going to happen. But there we go. I went with Anders, and it is Anders. 1-0. 1-0. Shout out to Peter Christ. Hope you are well. Shay says Anders. Pro Wrestling says yes, days. Yes. Did you know Alberto Del Rio is fighting Tito Ortiz? I did. I don't. Is it December or something like that? I know it's not far away. He's gonna get battered. He's gonna get absolutely battered. I know that Alberto Del Rio does have a fight in background, but he is gonna get destroyed. No two ways about it. He is gonna get absolutely destroyed. So, Tito Ortiz for me, gonna pick up the victory there. But I'd be interested in watching it if there was nothing else on that night. I think we've got Frevola. Walt Harris is there. Is that Frevola? I think it is. Yeah, Matt Frevola. He's taking on the violent Bob Ross. I love Luis Pena. So, yeah, he's taking on violent Bob Ross. So, there's Frevola. There he is, look. His MMA record of 7-1. He has finished 6 of those 7 victories. There, look, they're just showing us Michelle Waterson. Will he be doing a CM Punk in UFC? No way. No way. He won't get past Tito Ortiz. If you can't get past Tito Ortiz, then you ain't going to UFC. Tito Ortiz is a legend, but he would struggle to hang with some of the fighters that the UFC have got now. So I can't see Alberto Del Rio winning that. I don't know where he would go. I don't think AEW would want him because he's quite a handful. He's already been in Impact. Obviously, he's already burnt bridges in WWE as well. So I think he's like really limited as to where he could go and what he can do. They could trade for a few wrestlers. The fight lasts longer than 10 seconds. It'll be a good fight. Who have you got in Diaz versus Masvidal? It's really hard to call because I think Diaz is the better fighter, but Masvidal just seems red hot at the moment. Just seems absolutely on fire, doesn't he? Just seems to be in the zone, so really hard to call. I feel like it could be Masvidal. I want it to be Diaz. I like Nate Diaz. I'm a fan of Nate Diaz, so I'd like for it to be Nate Diaz, but I think Masvidal he's red hot at the moment. He's in the zone. I feel like it could go that way. Violent Bob Ross, who made that up? I think it was just something someone said about him, and it stuck. So that's been his nickname for a little while now. So I think it is his actual nickname, Violent Bob Ross. So yeah, I love Luis Pena, and he's a great fighter as well, as we said. He's got a record of 7-1. Frivola's got that same record as well, though. So these are two very well-matched fighters. This is lightweight division, and Frevola can take a shot. He's got a chin. He's fearless. He's going to look for takedowns. Pena has got a size advantage. He is the bigger fighter. He's a good boxer. He's got good kicks. It's hard to call. I really think this is hard to call, but I've gone with Luis Pena because he is Violent Bob Ross, and that's, for me, what it comes down to. If that's your nickname, I'm going to support you. I'm going to support you. It's like having Violent Mr. Rogers. Do you know what I mean? Like, Violent Pee Wee Herman. I'm going to support you if that is your nickname. Wade Barrett should join the inner circle. Masvidal has KO power that's scary. I agree. I never wanted Bray to be drafted to SmackDown in the first place. But look, don't worry about it. Let's see how it all plays out. I wouldn't sweat it. Even if he doesn't get a chance to finish his feud with Seth right now, you know he'll come back to it. It is just going to be a real... Yeah, it is. It is. Look, it's on screen. Luis Pena, Violent Bob Ross. There he is, look. What a nickname. Oh, brilliant. He's coming out real focused. His hashtag is actually at... No, not his hashtag. His Twitter handle is at Violent Bob Ross. Very, very, very focused. Came storming down. Come on, Pena. I'm back in violent, Bob Ross. You absolutely should. Awesome, Adian. Shout out to you. I'm hoping they make a Bray Wyatt Becky Lynch trade. Oh, that's clever. Yeah, they could do that. They could do that. I don't know what would happen with the Raw Women's Championship. I honestly don't know. Would she have to forfeit it? I don't know. 2 knockouts, 4 submissions. He's on back-to-back wins. He was the Ultimate Fighter 27 competitor, but he had to withdraw from the show due to injury. And he looks good, man. They've even got it on the graphics around the arena. Violent Bob Ross. I wish he came out with paints. I'd love it if he came out with paints and one of his trainers was to come out with a canvas. And as soon as he got to the bit where, you know, you get checked over and everything, he literally just dots it in and just drops a happy little tree in or something like that. You know, a happy little tree or a happy little clown is just going to just drop it in. Drop it in. You know, if you want to put a little happy tree there, just drop it in. I used to love him. I used to love Bob Ross. I don't know what it is about the man. It's just so easy to watch, isn't he? So easy to watch. Can you? And I feel so sorry for him because obviously he's not around anymore. He passed away. I don't know when he passed away, but if he was around, he'd be loved. He'd be on all the late night talk shows. Bob Ross. Let's have a look. When did he pass away? Wow. I didn't realise. 1995. 95 he passed away. Incredible. Incredible. He passed away in 1995. And he was in the military. I didn't know that either. He was in the United States Air Force. And he was a master sergeant. He was a master painter. I know that much. He was a master painter. And a master sergeant. So there we go. We've all learnt something about the fantastic Bob Ross. Right, Matt Frevola. 3 first-round finishes. Awarded a UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series. R.I.P. Drop it in. Just drop it in. Yeah, I used to have a Bob Ross t-shirt, actually, that said something like happy clouds or whatever. Okay, I can tell you that they are both in the octagon. We are now educated. You are welcome. Shout out to Dean Winchester. Which UFC guy would make a great pro wrestler? Easy, Khabib. Khabib Nurmagomedov. Arguably the greatest UFC fighter, is also arguably the greatest wrestler in UFC. He is he's a brilliant fighter, undefeated still. Beat Conor last year, you might remember. It was around this time last year he beat Conor McGregor. Yeah, and he's still undefeated. So, yeah, I think he would make a fantastic grappler. He's got a history in fighting as well, history in grappling. Okay, we're getting ready, guys. I can tell you that Violent Bob Ross is the favourite, only slightly. Frevola is the plus 140 underdog. Violent Bob Ross, Luis Pena fighting out of Italy. He's got a lot of support, though, because, of course, Frevola is fighting out of America. Herb Dean is the ref for this one. We're about to get underway. Hopefully Pena can use his size. And we are underway. Straight out of the gates. Look at this, Frevola. Frevola comes flying out. Pena Right, come on. This looks like it's going to be quite interesting. I love Pena's movements. It's just like this. Keeps his head very still. His arms doing all the work. Let's see where this goes. He comes forward, trying to find that right hand jab. I'll tell you that Frevola takes away the leading leg, tries to take away that front leg. Pena lunging forward. He is like a spider monkey, isn't he, Pena? Nice. Kick to the body. Oh, big overhand right, but it whistles by Frevola. Frevola bringing some big bombs. Thankfully, they haven't landed, because Pena could be in trouble, man. I look at Pena, and I feel like he's meditating. Does anyone else feel like he's meditating? I tell you what Pena reminds me of. Delsim. Do you remember Delsim out of Street Fighter? It reminds me of Delsim. It's just like, yeah, the way his movement, the way that he rocks back and forth. Plus, he's got those long limbs. He is, man. It's Delsim. So that's what I feel like I'm watching. If Delsim out of Street Fighter had a love child with Bob Ross, this is it. This is it. Luis Pena. Standing his ground at the moment. Pena doing all right. Frevola, though, very active. Trying to put a lot of pressure onto Violent Bob Ross. Delsim, whatever you want to call him. Come on, Pena. Come on, Pena. He was my pick before tonight started. I thought that Luis Pena would get the victory here. But Frevola doing really well. And actually driving Pena back, picking him up. Slamming him down, so a takedown by Frevola. Pena managing to get back up. Come on! Use that yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga flame! Oh, there we go! Coming forward. Pena now connecting with a few shots. Frevola trying to grab a leg of Pena's. This is a great fight. It's a really interesting fight. He's picking him up. He's putting him down again. Frevola, we said this was going to be very difficult. Nice hold here by Pena. Very unorthodox. Oh, he's getting slammed down, though. Frevola in a bit of trouble here. What is that? Oh, he's popped out. He's popped out of it. Oh, look at Pena. Puts it back on again. That's great. And the arm is through as well. That is going to be doing some... That is tight. That is vice-like tight. Pena controlling this. Frevola in a bit of trouble here. He's trying to wiggle his way out, and he does manage to get out. That's such great work by Delsim. Did a brilliant job. Lovely stuff. This is such an interesting fight. Knees coming in. He's got a real choke applied now. And he's trying to wrap the legs up as well. He's so long and lanky, isn't he, Pena? His limbs just get everywhere. You can't get him off you. He's like fog. Round the back. It's nice. Looking for a takedown. See you later, awesome Aiden. This is good. He's got the arm tied up. Knees to the back here. He's looking for a couple of big shots. He's coming forward, straight down the middle. He is back in. Frevola comes in with a knee. Big strikes coming in by Pena, who's swinging away. Knees to the body. It's good. It's really good. You can see he's done some damage there to Frevola. 20 strikes by Pena. 15 were significant. Frevola got 14 all of them were significant. So Pena just slightly ahead, but Frevola got 2 takedowns, whereas Luis Pena got 1. So great work there by Dalsim. Great work by the violent Bob Ross. Hard to call, man. I don't know who I'd give that first round to. I feel like Luis Pena is... I feel like at times he's in there meditating. I really feel like it. I feel like he's putting me in a trance. The way he stands, rocks back and forth, and his head is just like perfectly still. And I feel like he is still, and it's the world that's moving around him. He just seems to be in total control. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. Where is the UFC? It's coming from Tampa this evening. Look at this. This guy was born to fight. Sounds interesting. Good fight. It's a great fight. Title CMC, is it? CMC? Greetings from Gibraltar. Hello, my friend. Who have you got, Till or Gastelum? I'd love to say Till because he's an Englishman, but he hasn't looked great, has he? I feel like it could be Gastelum. Big Till fan. Think it's a crazy fight. Making middleweight debut. Also considering he's lost his last 2. I agree. I agree. He seems confident, though, that this weight works better for him. I saw a quick interview with him. I think it was just before UFC 243. Great. I tell you, Pena unloading now. Pena starting to unload. We are into the second round. I totally forgot to press the thing. But we're into the second round, and now hammer fist, elbows coming in. He's got Frevola down. He's grabbing the arm. He's looking to do real damage here. Frevola in trouble. Frevola is having to really wiggle around to try and survive, and Pena just seems to be able to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. Knees, there's lots of blood coming out of the face of Frevola right now. Lots of blood. Things all coming out the side of the eye. It's nasty. This is nasty. He's busted him wide open. Pena really cannot afford to lose it from here. He's in such a dominant position. I could be 2 for 0. Oh, come on. 35 headshots by Pena. 5 by Frevola. Pena just bang, 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 going after that head. Cool, calm, collected. Yeah? Oh, look at this. So tranquil. I feel at peace. I feel like I found an inner peace that I didn't know I had just by watching Luis Pena. Frevola is firing some shots back of his own now. But he's still busted open. Pena knows he's caused damage. You can see it. There we go. Herb Dean getting Pena to put his guard back in. And we're back underway. 2 minutes 40 on the clock. We're coming into the halfway point. Nice. Kick coming in. Frevola really lunging forward with a big right hand straight down the centre. Kind of really threw everything into it. Carlos, 9 more days until 2K20. I'm excited. Very cool. Should be fun. I am looking forward to it. I think almost certainly I will pick one up. I still haven't pre-ordered one though. That's the only problem. Kicks coming in from Pena. I might do it tonight to make sure I get one. Pena really looking, moving his head around. Nice. Little jab. 1 minute 50 odd on the clock. Thank you very much, Carlos Perez. Really appreciate the support, my friend. And yeah, let me know what you think of the game when you get it in 9 days' time. It's not long, is it? It's not long at all. Oh, Pena slips! Pena slips! He went for a headshot! Oh, now Frevola's slipped. Oh, Pena in total control. He nearly threw it away himself. He nearly allowed Frevola an opening there, but he got straight back up. Really good, this. Really interesting. Yeah, round the back goes Frevola. He is looking for the Kimura. What's he? I don't think he's going to get it. It's... Oh, my God. It's amazing. It's a really great fight. It's a really, really great fight. Yeah, he was trying for a triangle, but he can't quite get it. But man, he knows so many different submission holds, Luis Pena. He's a really great fighter. Frevola is not an easy fighter to beat, and Pena's doing a really great job here. Both guys back up. Whoa! Nice takedown. It was a little bit almost a German suplex by Frevola. So Frevola doing a great job there. So 3 takedowns to 1. I can tell you that Luis Pena 51 strikes to 21. And that is the end of that round. What a great fight. What a really enjoyable fight. Really, really enjoying this. Really, really good fight. My birthday next Sunday, October 20th. Shout out to KJ and Heather. Shout out to KJ and Heather. Hope you are both well. I'm excited to play Bump in the Night edition. Should be good, yes. Looking forward to seeing The Fiend. Where do you get the stats from? They are on the... If you go to UFC.com, if you are watching this on a laptop, then you'd be able to open up a second tab, which is what I've done. And then you can just kind of go between the two. And so the stats are all on UFC.com/event/fight-night-October-12-2019 #8158. Probably best if you just go to UFC.com. But they're on there and we are underway. So, round number 3 then, my friends. Round number 3 of the second fight on the main card. Violent Bob Ross taking on Frevola, and Violent Bob Ross, a.k.a. Dalsim, a.k.a. Luis Pena, a.k.a. my pick, doing very, very well. We might be 2 for 2. We might be 2 for 2. Come on, Luis Pena. We might be 2 for 2. Right, here we go. Come on. Pena just doesn't have to do anything stupid. Just don't do anything stupid. He's absolutely dominated this fight. Pena has to be careful with the submissions. This is violent. It is violent. Pena taking his foot off the gas a little bit here. Frevola not really committing himself. I think he knows that he could get caught. He's got caught with a few headshots. Well, more than a few. A lot of headshots he's got caught with. Pena coming forward with a couple of jabs. Yeah, coming forward with a couple of jabs. Again, but not connecting with anything. 3 minutes 30 on the clock. I think that cut is opening up again on the side of Frevola's face. Come on, Pena. Yes, come on, Pena. I can tell you that Pena's standing his ground in the centre, firing off a couple of right-hand jabs. It's really good. Frevola coming forward. Oh, he is getting through. Frevola getting through. Pena's got to be careful. His head just got snapped back a couple of times there. He's not looking as tranquil right now. He's still well up in this fight. Frevola's going to have to do more than that, but yeah, Pena doesn't want to get caught here in these... Oh, he's got rocked back! He got rocked back. There was knee to the midsection. Halfway into the third round. Bisping, who's on commentary, thinks that it might just have been a slip. It might have been as Pena was moving backwards. He might just have slipped. Yeah, and I can tell you that Pena straight back up. I don't think they're going to count that as a knockdown. Frevola, though, 4 takedowns to Luis Pena's 1. The takedowns are going to mean something. I still feel like Pena's going to get it if it goes to decision. He's just cannot do anything stupid. Just don't do anything stupid. Pena still coming forward, still forcing the fight. I still feel like he's going to have the better control time. 1 minute 30. This looks like it's going to be another fight that's going to go the distance, you know. He's, yeah, trying to walk him down. There's not a great deal happening right now. You've got Pena trying to put pressure onto Frevola. Frevola sort of standing his ground. He's not really running away. Actually, Frevola, 18 shots, significant shots to 10. But it was that second round. 35 from Pena, 4 from Frevola. Knee coming in from Pena. Bisping thinks it's quite a close fight. But they're saying that it's going to be a 10-8 round, that second round. So I think even they feel that Pena's probably up on the judges' scorecards. Be nice if he could do something here to really cement it. But he could also get caught. Yeah, it has been very close. I feel like they might just give this round to Frevola. 20-odd seconds to go. He's coming forward now. He's starting to land a few more of those headshots. Oh, here we go. 9 seconds. And it's actually Frevola that's grabbed the waist of Pena, driven him back to the octagon. And that is it. Frevola thinks he's done enough. Pena thinks he's done enough. For me, it's got to be Pena. I don't think Frevola has done enough. If we have a look, 72 total strikes to 44, 67 significant to 41. Takedowns 4-1 though for Frevola. It's not going to be the easiest one to score. I don't think it's going to be unanimous. It might be split. For me, I think a split decision for Pena would be fair. That's what I'm going with. Split decision for Pena. Days, I'm coming to Wrestling Shop Live. Oh, that is awesome, dude. That is really cool. If you are in London on November 16th and 17th, you can come along to Wrestling Shop Live. It's in Leicester Square. It's literally, if you get off at Leicester Square at the Underground station, the shop is 3-minute walk from the Underground. It's right in the centre of London. It's a pop-up shop. It's only there for 2 days, 16th and 17th of November. I am there both days, all day, every day, as soon as it opens till it closes. From the moment it opens to the moment it closes, I am there all day, every day for those 2 days. So, yes, please come along. I'd love to say hello to as many people as possible. So, yeah, that would be absolutely awesome. So, that's great, dude. I look forward to seeing you there. Right, we're going over to the judges. Let's see what they've got to say. The totals. Pena. Oh, it is going to be split. Winner. Split. No way. Pena lose. Oh, he is upset, man. He storms out of the octagon. He is upset. Wow. I'm upset because my pick loses, but Pena is disgusted by that. I gotta be honest, I think Pena was robbed. gutted. Damn it, man. That should have been Pena. That really should have been Pena. Well, not this week, guys. One day. One day the dream will come true. Pena stormed out, man. We got Mike Perry in the crowd. Days, please answer. What is your favourite figure of all time? I don't know. I mean, my answer I always give is Finn Balor SummerSlam, but I really feel like the new Finn Balor Ultimate Edition might be better. So the new Finn Balor Ultimate Edition might be the best ever figure. I also love Ultimate Warrior, the Hall of Champions figure. I love that. The Hulk Hogan as well. I do like the Hulk Hogan defining moments. We've got a little advert here for Nate Diaz against Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal. That knockout of Askren is incredible. I don't know when this is. It's UFC 244, isn't it? When is it? It is November 2nd. Wow, that is not far away. That is not far away at all. Gastelum versus Darren Till. I can't believe he is the co-main event for that fight. Ivanov versus Derek Lewis. Thompson versus Luke. Kevin Lee versus Gillespie. It's a good card. It's a decent card. I mean, obviously, it's all about that main event. Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. And then they're looking at this Gastelum versus Till. I'd love for Till to do it, but Pena started slow in round 1 and got drop in round 3. Pena was robbed. The memes have started. I think Pena was robbed. I think he was robbed. Days, I made it. I didn't miss the Anders. I made it. I didn't miss the Anders. Yeah, the Anders the Giant has been and gone, dude. It's been and gone. So, middleweight fight. Kevin Gastelum versus Darren Till. I think that is, the co-main event. It's a middleweight contest. I think Gastelum's winning that. I really do. We should be going over to a women's strawweight fight now. We're kind of approaching the halfway point of the evening. This is going to be Mackenzie Dern versus Ribas. Amanda Ribas. Mackenzie Dern is 7-0. She is undefeated. And I think she'll get the victory here as well. She's in there with, again, very similar to what we've just seen, actually. She's in there with a very good fighter. Amanda Ribas is 7-1. She's got 4 first-round finishes, so this is not going to be easy for either fighter. Dern, though, both of them are grapplers. I think Dern has got more power. She can be a little bit wild. She is a little bit bigger. I think she's probably got the advantage. I think she'll look for a first-round submission. I don't know, though. I mean, Ribas is someone that is very, very good at grappling as well. So, I don't know how easy it's going to be to get that first-round submission. But I'm going to stick with Dern on this one. So, I've gone with Dern. I felt like Pena was robbed. I feel like I should be 2-0, but I'm not. But I'm quietly confident that Dern can get the victory in this one. Days, now that Bray is on SmackDown, do you think Brock will be in his sights? It's really hard to say, dude. I don't feel like Brock is going to be high on the list, if I'm being honest. We'll have to see who goes where, because we still don't know. I mean, Bray actually might not stay on SmackDown, because apparently there's going to be a massive trade. So not only have we got the draft, but there's a big trade that's going to happen as well. I think that it could be something like Becky for... Well, I don't know. I didn't know if it might be Becky for like Lacey Evans and a load of money. but it could be Bray. Who knows? So, what I would say is wait until Monday after Raw, and we've got a much better idea of where things stand. Pena started. Oh, we spoke about that one. Do you think Joe Stim will win the election? Who's Joe Stim? Shout out to James Barry. Man, I want to see Chris Cyborg versus Becky Lynch. You see, I don't. Because when it comes to UFC fighters, and I know that Cyborg isn't anymore, but when it comes to UFC fighters, for me, they are trained fighters. They are fighting machines. Becky Lynch should not stand a chance against Cyborg. A one-on-one fight, Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey should absolutely destroy Becky Lynch. So, I don't know. I don't know if I put too much value on UFC fighters, but I really do. I really feel like they are superior to WWE wrestlers. Because they're legit. They are fighting machines, and you can't say that about WWE superstars, So that's why I feel like Cain Velasquez comes in and goes right to the top of the tree. It's why Ronda Rousey went right to the top of the tree. It's why if Cyborg came in, she'd go right to the top of the tree. Shane McMahon to AEW. The robot to Raw would break the internet. I've seen a fake news story about Bo Dallas being repackaged as the Fiend's nicer brother, but that, let me say it out loud, that is a fake story. There is absolutely nothing in that. That is a fake story that has been started by a fake account. I know where that came from, so I know it's not real information. So, no, I'm not expecting Bo Dallas to be involved. Right, Amanda Ribas is here. 6 out of 7 wins, 3 by knockout, 3 by submission. Judo and BJJ black belt. She is a former Jungle Fight strawweight champion, which is a Brazil-based promotion. She's the real deal, man. This is what I'm saying. It's not going to be easy for either woman. I do think that Dern has just got a slight advantage, though, so that's why I've gone with her. Shay, though, wants Ribas to get the victory. Right, we've got Old Town Road playing now. Straight away, she should lose cool points for that. That song is too popular to be cool. She should come out to something that's a little bit more niche. But I still think she's going to win. I like the song, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not hating on the song. I'm just saying it's a bit obvious. It's a bit, do you know what I mean? It's like it was at number 1 forever. You could go with something a little bit cooler. The internet is scary. The amount of hate Renee Young is getting for posting a picture of Graves at her house whilst Moxley was away in Japan. Well, I hope she just doesn't pay it any attention. I'm glad it's fake. I wouldn't have believed that rubbish anyway. Old Town Road. It's not a bad song. No, it's not a bad song. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm just saying that I would have liked something a bit different, you know? She's undefeated, Mackenzie Dern. She's a 2-time BJJ, GI, and GI World Champion. She 4 wins by submission. She's the real deal. She's a really, really great fighter. And as I said, she's a little bit bigger. She's a little bit more powerful as a result. And I think that she will get the victory, but this is not going to be easy. Not going to be easy at all. I got Ribas on this one, but that's a tough pick. This is unpredictable one for me. Both women are 26. Dern is 5'4". Ribas is 5'3". Ribas actually has got the reach advantage, which I didn't know. She's got a 3-inch reach advantage. She is 66 inches. So, Dern is just a slightly bit taller. I can tell you that Amanda Ribas is underdog. Not by much, but she is the underdog. Okay, let's see how this goes. They need a Slipknot song for a fighter on UFC. That'd be cool. What does everyone think of wrestling news now? I heard everything he predicts never happens. I have no idea. I can't say that I even know of it, to be honest. I might know it if I saw it. Okay, Michael Cardoso is the ref. We're about to get underway with round number 1, which makes sense. I'd keep your eyes on this because both of these women are fast. They come out the blocks. They like to put their opponents away early. We know that Ribas has got lots of first-round finishes. So let's see, can we get a first-round finish here? Be quite nice because the fights have been going the distance. Whoa! Look at that power by Dern. You could see already driving Ribas back, but Ribas doing the exact same to Dern. These two, look at the movement of them. Very, very quick. Constantly moving. Swing and a miss by Dern. No losses for Dern. I didn't know that. Okay, 4 minutes. So we've had a minute already. Not a great deal of action. Let me jump over to the numbers and I'll be able to tell you how things are looking there. Dern doing well. Just catching Ribas then for a second. They're throwing a lot, but they're just not really getting through. The distance is too great between them. Oh! Crunching blow by Ribas. Coming bang! Right in with a beautiful right hand. Dern definitely felt that one. Definitely felt that one. Dern, though, has had a bit of joy of her own. So far, Dern has managed to get 2 significant strikes. Ribas has got 3. So, really not much in this. They've been throwing quite a bit, but not landing a lot. Yeah, they've kind of kept a fair bit of distance between each other. Of course, we're still in the opening stages here. Oh, nice! Ribas taking the legs away from Dern, who just lost her footing as a result, but popped back up. Wasn't a knockdown or anything. But Dern doing really good work, swinging away, but again, can't land anything. Very even fight so far. Might even be leaning towards Ribas right now. Dern stepping forward, getting tagged though. Gotta be so careful, Dern, because Ribas is a great fighter. There we go, single leg takedown. But Ribas pops back up. So, Ribas in the centre, spinning heel kick to the midsection by Ribas. Dern firing back. Dern on the back foot. Really, really good work this is by Ribas. Really good work. I think she's looking the better in the first round. Let's see if Dern can get back into this fight. She's not out of the fight, really, but if I was judging it, I'd be giving it to Ribas at the moment. She's trying to get that left jab working, but again, there's too much distance, so she can't connect. Some nice little combos coming in from Ribas. very, very interesting stuff as we approach the final minute 20 of round number 1. Swing and a miss by Dern. Yeah, oh, crunching blows coming in from Ribas, driving Dern back. Dern having to fight on the back foot. Takedown by Ribas. She's looking for a triangle. Dern on her back. She's trying to fire some elbows in here. I'd say Dern is probably in the better position right now. It's really interesting. Yeah, we're down to the final 40-odd seconds. I'd say that Ribas is taking this round. Dern on her back. She's firing a lot of shots in. She's probably picking up a few significant strikes here. It's 16 to Ribas, 11 to Dern. Yeah, I mean, she's on her back and she really can't move here. She's trying to hammer away with whatever she can. We're approaching the final 10 seconds. There we go. So, 16 shots for Ribas and 14 for Dern. I'm giving that first round to Ribas. I think she did a really great job. Okay, we're going into the second round. Simon Miller looks like a right said Fred reject. Enjoy yourself, dude. Let me know, guys, what you think. Who do you think's winning? Dern or Ribas? I've got Ribas winning that first one. Really enjoyable round, though. It was very interesting. Obviously, we're working our way towards the big fights, though, after this. We've got Nico Price against James Vick, and then we're into the co-main event, and then the main event. I'm so excited for that co-main event to watch Reyes, Kron Reyes in action. And then, of course, Michelle Waterson against Joanna. Should be absolutely brilliant. Okay, we are underway with round number 2. So, Dern needs to do a bit of work here. Because for me, Ribas is well up in this fight. Charging forward, trying for a single leg takedown, but couldn't quite get it by Dern. Both women pop back up. So far, it's just one takedown for Ribas and none for Dern. 18 total strikes for Ribas, 14 for Dern. So, everything you're looking at, Ribas is dominating at the moment. So, a big round needed for Dern here. A lot of shots coming in from Ribas. Beautiful combinations. Shots to the body. She goes low, then follows it up high with a roundhouse left. So she goes like down with a right, a straight right, and then a roundhouse left towards the head. Good combo work. Finding its way through. 21 total strikes for Ribas. Nice, taking away that front leg. Trying to follow it up with a swinging left hand. Nice, these two just throwing at the moment. Even Dern is finding a way through. She's got to do more. She's got to do a lot more, Dern, here. Otherwise, she's going to be picking up her first defeat. Charging forward, trying to drive Ribas back. She's just not working hard enough. They're showing significant strikes. 21-7 for Ribas. Ribas constantly moving. And I don't think she's going to gas out. She's got a good tank. She's got good cardio. I think she'll keep going. She'll be quite happy doing this for another 2.5 minutes in this round and another round after. So, Dern looking for a single leg takedown. She is very good on the ground, but can't quite get it. Ribas pops back up. Ribas again going low, following it up, swinging round with a roundhouse left. Seems to be a real pattern here. She goes low with that right hand and then follows it with a roundhouse left headshot. Still a lot of movement by Ribas. Dern still in this fight. She can still get this. She had a couple of shots that got through. Backing up. Dern. Oof, spinning back heel kick there by Ribas. Smile on the face of Dern. She's got to do so much more. She's done next to nothing in this round. Nothing significant. I think she's kind of come up against a bit of a brick wall here. First time watching UFC. Oh, I hope you enjoy it, dude. There's certainly lots to look out for. 1 minute 40. Just under 1 minute 40 on the clock. Look at the movement by Ribas. This big swing and a miss there, though, by Ribas. But those ones didn't miss. Straight down the center. I think Ribas is winning this. I'm not sure what Dern can do. She's going to need a stoppage because she's pretty much wasted this second round. She hasn't done enough. So unless she's setting something up for a stoppage, Ribas constantly moving around Dern. Going for that single leg takedown again. Not getting it again. They go down. Right, let's see what Dern can do here. She's on her back, but that's not a bad thing. She is very good on the ground. Ribas is good on the ground as well. I mean, you'd want to be on top, but I think Dern can make this work for herself. She is having to work, and actually they break apart, and both women get right back up. So we're back to standing in the center. It feels like Dern's just got like a game plan and she is just sticking to it, but things aren't going her way, so she needs a plan B. She's got to go for it. Nice charging forward by Ribas. Spinning back heel kick. She's got Dern. She catches Dern with a big right hand, but the ref calls it. Dern is in a whole world of trouble, man. I really thought she was going to be much, much better than this. Much, much better than this. Disappointing. I bet Ribas for the win, yeah. So do I. Daisy, are you going on the Jericho cruise? No. No, I'm not, my friend. Okay, they're just talking to Dern. Let's see what they're saying. I can't understand it. No idea what they're saying to Dern. Probably, are you going to start fighting? It would be great if you could start fighting. That's what I'd be saying to Dern. So far, she's got 23 total strikes. Ribas has got 44. 14 of Dern's have been significant. 36 of Ribas's have got through. 2 takedowns for Ribas. None for Dern. So I feel like if this goes to judges, it's going to be Ribas. So Dern has got to get a finish here. She's got to go all out, get a finish, give everything you've got. And she does give everything she got, actually. She just throws a massive overhand right, loses her footing, ends up going down. Let's have a look and see. Days, which fight at Crown Jewel will be the biggest? Kane versus Brock or Fury versus Braun? It depends how people respond to Fury. I would say right now Kane is the bigger fight because I'm seeing more YouTube views on the WWE channel for the Kane stuff than I am for the Fury stuff. But I think there's probably more global interest in boxing than there is in UFC. So I feel like it could be Fury, but they need to drum up a bit more interest. At the moment, Kane. And at the moment, Dern is still not doing enough. Both women in the centre. Dern again going for that single leg takedown. She feels like she's got a real advantage on the ground, but she just can't make it work for her. Ribas pops back up. It's 3 minutes 20 here for Dern to get something, find something. Days, which superstar should I draw tomorrow? Draw Dana Brooke. Ribas going for that inside front leg kick. A lot of work by Ribas. Dern still not doing anything. Still, I mean, really disappointing showing. Really disappointing showing. This is not the Dern that I've seen before. I don't know if this is just maybe a step too far for her. I don't know if it's not gone to the game plan. I don't know if her plan B wasn't there, or I just don't know. She just really looks clueless. She's got, I mean, it seems like her plan is to go for single leg takedowns. She'll stand and throw, but she's looking for single legs. Days, what brand do you like more, Raw or SmackDown? Probably SmackDown at the moment. Couple of shots getting through there by Ribas. Headshots. I mean, there's nothing with any venom at the moment. I gotta be honest, it's a bit flat. It's a bit flat from both women. Neither woman really committing here. There's a lot of movement, but it's not kind of translating into anything that's going to finish the fight. So, yeah, a little bit disappointing. Really disappointing from Dern. Really, I thought she was not a shoo-in, but I thought she had a really good shot here. But from the moment it started, she's been outclassed. Charging forward by Ribas. We're getting down to the final minute. Looks like another fight that's going to go the distance. Why not? Why not? How long will this last? Well, it looks like it's going to go all the way. Ribas has been more dominant. I totally agree. Lunging left hand by Dern. She's not offering anything. She's really not forcing it. She's not going for it. Front leg kick. Overhand right. Wow. Wow. Significant strikes. 15-3. 23-9. 31-4. All for Ribas. Dominated. Absolutely dominated. She's dominating right now. Even at the end of the fight, she is the one that's coming forward. She's really impressed me. She really has impressed me tonight, Ribas. She's on my radar. Because that is a very good fighter that she's in there with. A very good fighter. And she has just pulled out a big win there. She's very excited, very happy. She knows she's got the job done. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Interesting. Yeah, pro wrestling, I agree. The Coke looks nice. It's Coke Zero. Zero sugar. No sugar. Look at that. Sweet enough, mate. What time does this event end in the UK? Honestly, I mean, probably another hour. Probably another hour, but every fight has gone the distance. The fights just keep going the distance. So we keep getting full, like, 3 rounds, 5 minutes. So hopefully we get a few quick finishes. I'm going to change this at the bottom already. I don't even need to wait to be told. absolutely no way Dern has won that. Well done to Ribas. Great job. Here we go. They're just giving us the official decision. Big win. Yep. Unanimous decision. Of course it is. Of course it is. Amanda Phoebus. She's on a 3-fight win streak now. Her record is 8-1. She's really happy. She's thanking the crowd for their energy. That'll go down well with them. She seems a lovely person. I really like her. Called it. Well done, Shay. Thank you, Pro Wrestling. Appreciate the support, dude. Let's change this graphic over. So, yeah, a little bit... Well, just not what I was expecting. But hey, it goes that way sometimes. Yeah, she's got great energy. She's giving love things and everything. And now she's dancing around. Look at her. Oh, Holly Holm. Holly Holm is in attendance. She was meant to be fighting on the last card as well, wasn't she? We've got Nico Price versus James Vick next. Now, I've got Nico Price here. Let's just quickly run down this fight. So, welterweight fight. Price has got knockout power. He should win by KO. This actually isn't as close as the fights we've seen. I really, really feel like Nico Price is getting this one. So, should win by KO. He's a pressure fighter. He's got knockout power. He's got good ground game. Can be a little vulnerable at times. He can leave himself open at times. But yeah, he is a very good striker. When it comes to James Vick, this is not going to be an easy first fight for him at 170. He's been down like at 155, so he's coming up to welterweight. Might be a few questions around his chin, and certainly with someone with the power of Nico Price, because Vick won't have faced power like this before. So this is a test. This is a real test for James Vick. So I think he's out his depth. That's my read on it. I've gone with Nico Price, and I don't think it's as close as the fights we've seen so far. I'm not saying a first round knockout, but could be a first round finish. I don't see this going the distance. I really think Nico Price gets it. That's my call. 5-5 Funhouse. I'm going to say Nico Price KO round 2. Power. Absolutely. Full of it. We need to change this to round number 1, because obviously it is not going to start on round number 3. Bang, there we go. Let me know who you think, guys. Who do you think's getting the victory here? Nico Price or James Vick? Who do you think's going to get the victory? I've called it for Price. I think he's got too much power. But I'd love to know what you think. Who do you think is going to pick up the victory here? No one will beat Nunes for a few more years. Wow, yeah, that's a really good point. I don't think that she'll lose for a few years either. I think she's arguably the greatest women's fighter they've ever had. Amanda Nunes. Fight night on October 18th. That's next weekend. Chris Waldman versus Dominic Reyes. We got Jeremy Stevens on that card as well against Rodriguez. Don't know loads of the other fighters. Gillian Robertson? Don't know. Macy Barber, I do know. It looks like an alright card. I like the main event and the co-main event. So yeah, decent fight in light heavyweight division, and that light heavyweight division is stacked. And then they're just showing us the prelims for next week. So, of course, we're here every Saturday. I've said it before. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. Make sure you join us because we are here every Saturday for the UFC. I watch it anyway. I love to keep up with what's going on in the UFC. I only watch the fight nights and the big ones, so don't watch like Dana White's Contender Series or, any of those kinds of things. But yeah, I watch the fight nights each Saturday, and then of course we watch the big shows as well. And yeah, it's good, really good. I've been a fan for a long time. Been a fan, I was saying to someone earlier, around about 10 years now. Right, we're going back to the action, and on screen right now is Niko Price. Third most finishes in the welterweight division since 2016. I think he's going to be dominant, I really do. Because he is up against James Vick, who is making his UFC welterweight debut. Obviously moving up from 155. Hello to Dominic's Wrestling Show. Hope you are well. Do you think Till's chin has gone? I don't know. I don't know what the issues are. He's had back-to-back losses, hasn't he? And this was meant to be his year. I remember at the start of the year, wasn't it at the start of the year he took on Masvidal? I think it was at the start of the year he took on Masvidal and suffered the defeat in the O2 Arena, I think it was. So yeah, this was meant to be his year, and obviously it's been far from his year. So we'll have to see if the middleweight is going to be better to him. But yeah, maybe his chin has gone, maybe he's done. I honestly don't know. It's a great mystery. He had such promise. He was such an exciting up-and-coming fighter. And it just seems to have gone. And I'm not confident that he's going to get past Gastelum at all. I think Gastelum's winning that. Which really pains me to say, because I love Till. I love Darren Till. I'm a big fan. Obviously, he's from England, and I'm based in England. We're still waiting for the next fight, Niko Price versus James Vick. I'm hoping this will be quick so that we can get to the co-main event, which is going to see Kron Gracie. I think he is the nephew of Royce Gracie. I think that's the relation. I don't think so. I just think he went up against some heavy hitters. That's a fair point. Hello, Fur P. Shout out to you, my friend. Price by KO. Hello, Dominic's Wrestling Show. I think I said hello, but hello if I didn't. Days the Poster RKO still laughing about that. Yes, it probably is. That's why I've left it downstairs and I haven't put it up on the wall behind me. But there, look. Andre the Giant was here to show support to Anders. I did make sure that was on the wall. James Vick, the Texecutioner. It's a bit cringe. It's a little bit cringe. Both making their ring walks right now. Okay, so Vick making his way down. So he is moving on up from the 155s to 170. He is going to be in there with real power now. Real power. So that's why I'm so confident that Price is going to get the victory. This is really interesting, actually. These next three fights are all really, really tasty. Because I really want to see how Vick's going to do in this division. And then we've got Gracie. And then we've got the main event. The Karate Hottie. As we said, never a chore to watch. Michelle Waterson taking on Joanna. Days, when is the next time you will be streaming? Next stream will be Monday Raw. There is no WWE events tomorrow, so we'll be streaming on Monday for Raw, Tuesday for NWA Power, Wednesday for AEW NXT, nothing on Thursday, SmackDown on Friday, and then UFC Fight Night next Saturday. That's how it goes now. That's how the cookie crumbles now. It's like more live streams than ever, but I absolutely love doing them. I love kind of chilling and chatting with you guys. So I'm saying, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe, because we're here every single week. You can be a part of this little community that we've grown over the weeks. Here comes Niko Price. SmackDown is now better than Raw. IZ95, thank you very much for the kind words, my friend. Really appreciate it. It's very kind, dude. It's an absolute pleasure. I watch these shows anyway, so it's just nothing to stream. It's nothing to stream. I mean, I stream all the time anyway for WWE shows, so to kind of stream for UFC shows is a pleasure, you know. Finished 12 out of 13 wins, 9 by knockout, 3 by submission, 9 first round finishes. He is a BJJ brown belt. He's a good fighter. He's a really good fighter. He's got power. He seems cool, calm, collected. Lesnar versus Kane, hell yes. The chat is quieter in UFC streams. WWE streams are crazy sometimes. Yeah, I mean, look, there's definitely more people that join us for WWE streams because it's predominantly a WWE channel. So it's always a little quieter. But that's why I really appreciate when people do join us on these streams, because it's not something that everyone's into. And I really want to build up a UFC community, you know? I really want to spend my Saturdays with a group of people, and that's why I just enjoy, you know, spending this time with you guys. I would hate to sit down one Saturday and just be on my own. So that's why I like the community, and I like the fact it's a little bit quieter. I kind of feel like you can get your questions across a little bit easier, and we can just kind of chill a little bit more, you know. It's a nice, I don't want to say a nicer vibe, but it's definitely a more chilled vibe. Because, as you said, you know, on the WWE streams, it's like, right, we've got to do this, now we've got to do that, now it's Wheel of Fun, now we're doing a championship, now we're doing this, now we're doing... It's just non-stop. Whereas here, we can just sit and talk and enjoy whatever goes down, you know? And if the fights are good, that just adds to it. I can tell you that James Vick is only a slight underdog. Only a slight underdog. He is plus 125. I thought he would be much more of an underdog than that. He's a bigger underdog in my book than that. Let's see what Niko Price is. Is he going to be like a minus 200? Let's have a look. He is minus 155. Minus 155. Slight favourite. Slight favourite. Again, I'm surprised. Niko Price coming in as a slight favourite. I've got him as a fairly heavy favourite. Right, we're getting ready to rumble. I like when the chat is quieter because you can get a chance to see the comments. That is true, Willard. Absolutely true. That's why it's always worth... I mean, look, even if you're not a fan of UFC, jumping onto the streams, even if you just stay for a little bit, because you can always... pretty much get your questions across and pretty much going to see what you've got to say, whereas compared to WWE, certainly SmackDown or whatever, it can be tricky. Niko is starting off hot here. Big shots coming in already for Niko. He's got Vick kind of already backed up against the octagon, but he swings round. Both guys go into the center right now. I am looking for an early finish in this fight. I do feel like it's going to come from Nico. I don't want another Oh, down goes Vick! Hammer, fists, and elbows coming in. So Nico doing a really good job. He's looking for a guillotine choke. He's looking for a guillotine, but can't quite get it. He's got Vick on his back. So Price all over him right now. Nico Price. I mean, Vick's doing a decent job of getting up, but there's already blood. There's already blood. I think Vick's trying to reply with like some kind of a triangle. He can't get it though. They're really jockeying for position. Knees and shots to the midsection. Price working hard here, taking Vick down. Both guys going back down, but it's actually Vick that ends up on top. And now it's Vick that's raining shots down. Really good first round. And has he finished him? Has the ref stepped in? I think he has. Wow, Price with the victory. First round. I think it was a heel. I think he used his heel to kind of like knock Vick out. Vick seemed to be in quite a controlling position, and then this heel just went crashing into his face, and I think it KO'd him. He seemed to like go. Referee was onto it straight away. Nico Price with a victory in like 2 minutes 30 odd. Nico Price going straight down and offering a bit of prayer because I can tell you that James Vick, there, we're looking here at a replay, it was a heel. It was a heel that crashed into his head. Referee called it quite early. Bang! It's nasty. It is really nasty. And then he follows up with a couple of big right hands. It's hard to watch. Oh, it's really hard to watch. Herb Dean is in early. I think we're looking all right here. Nico up to his feet. That must mean that James Vick is as well. Going to get the official decision. I wonder which way this is going to go. Wow. Called it, didn't we? We called it. We thought he was going to have too much power. He was dominating the fight. I thought he was heavy favourite. He picks up the win in 2.5 minutes. Bish, bash, bosh. They're just showing Israel Adesanya's entrance. He is the man, isn't he? Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, just is the UFC. He is the showman. Adesanya. I always watch your streams, Days. Never miss them. Thank you very much, dude. Days, please stream Del Rio versus Tito Ortiz. The laughs that fight would bring. He turned heel. He did turn heel. He used his heel. KO. Beautiful work. Oh, do you know what's next, guys? I've been looking forward to this fight all week. Legit, I have been looking forward to this fight all week. Gracie coming up next. This is huge. Huge. I wonder... Oh, I might be able to show you something. Let me see if I can show you. Let's see. Just getting the official decision coming in. Nico! Big win. Big win. Yes, there it is. Look what I've got. Anyone that wants to doubt if I am a UFC fan or not, I've got something here to show you. These are cool, man. I really love these. I'd like to get a few more, but they're not cheap. Let's put it that way. But this is how excited I am about the next fight, because the next fight has got Kron Gracie competing in it. And Kron Gracie is part of the Gracie family. Now, some of you watching might not know about the Gracie family, but they are MMA, okay? They are the real deal. Royce Gracie was the person that won at UFC 1, okay? So he is, like, legit the real deal. And this, I think, is his nephew that's fighting tonight. And I actually have right here Royce Gracie's autograph. Look at that. Actual, authentic autograph. It's a signed Topps card. It's in a little protective sleeve thing. And there you can see on the back, look. It says, this is an authentic autograph card from Royce Gracie. So I've got Royce Gracie's actual autograph right there. And Royce Gracie is the man. Royce Gracie is just the legend. This cost me... How much did this cost me? I think I got it a while ago, quite cheap, at around about £40, something like that. Still not, do you know what I mean? That's still not cheap, but still, 40 odd quid, not bad. For a legend, Royce Gracie. So I've got his, signature right there. And I've got a few other ones as well. As I said, I'd like to get a few more. I've actually got, he's doing the commentary tonight, Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping, who's doing the commentary tonight. I've got his autograph card here as well. Again, confirmed, Michael Bisping by Topps. So, yeah, I've got that. So, I've been getting these for a while. And I am so excited for the next fight. Because Gracie, it's such an important name when it comes to MMA. I've got one here as well that you guys might like the look of. This was not cheap. Not cheap. Look at that. Oh, one of my absolute prize possessions right there. One of my I don't know. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever shown these in videos before. I've had them for a little while. But there it is. And again, on the back, authentic autograph card. This is an authentic 2010 Topps autograph card for the Beast, Brock Lesnar. So, I've got a couple of others as well. I don't think I've got them here, though. That's the only problem. But, I'm a big fan when it comes to UFC. And I've spent a fair bit of money on those cards. And I am very excited for this next fight. That is awesome. Daze, do you think the Gracie family is the Anoa'i fact? Do you know what? That is such a great comparison. Yes, that's the perfect comparison. Rory Balla, yes, 100%. You've called it. I think the Gracies are the Anoa'i. And for those of you that don't watch WWE, the Anoa'i family, very famous. You're looking at people like the Wild Samoans. They were part of the Anoa'i family. The Wild Samoans were Afa and Sika, and Afa's son is Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns is a part of that family. The Usos are a part of that family. Of course, Rikishi is part of that family. Yokozuna is part of that family. Umaga is part of that family. Honestly, the list goes on. I think Nia Jax. Is it Nia Jax? Or is it Tamina? No, it's not Tamina. She's who's it? I think it is Nia Jax. I've said it. I think it is Nia Jax that's part of that family. Let me have a look, see what Nia Jax's real name is. Because it's not Nia Jax. I think she is an Anoa'i. I hope I haven't just said that and I'm wrong. Yep. She is. She's an Anoa'i. So Nia Jax is part of that family as well. So, yes. I mean, look, you're talking Yokozuna, Wild Samoans, Rikishi, Roman Reigns, Usos, Nia Jax. The list goes on. we are going over. So Anna Wise are huge family in wrestling. Arguably the biggest family. Dern lost by decision. She did. The Rock. This is Cool Days. I like your video. It's good and awesome. Thank you very much, my friend. Durkar. Thank you very much. It is Nia Jax. I thought so. Hoyce Gracie and his big brother is Hickson Gracie. I always call him Royce. It's like Hoyce, isn't it? It's kind of in between. Yeah, I've watched UFC 1 like loads of times. I'm always fascinated by the beginnings of things. Like I was always fascinated by the beginnings of like WWE, which is why I'm so passionate about like Bruno Sammartino. It's why I've got the replica belt of the first championship. It's why I've watched the earliest match that's on the network. I actually years ago, did a reaction video to the earliest match that's on the network. I think it's from like the 50s. Can't quite remember now. But I love going back to the beginning of things because I love seeing where it started and kind of how it developed. And so, yeah, I did that with UFC and kind of worked my way through. This is going back like 10 years when I first got into it. It's been a while since I've watched the matches since, but yeah. I love the Gracie family, and I love what they did for the sport. So this is a real privilege to see Kron Gracie now, and I hope he gets the victory. I don't know who's favourite actually. I should imagine Kron, but I'm not sure. The old UFC logo was based on Hickson Gracie. Oh, you've got me thinking about it now. Normally I just say it. I also like seeing the start of things. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. I think you learn a lot by going back to the beginning. Here we go. The Combat World watches. Swanson versus Gracie. Carlos Perez, thank you very much, my friend. Really appreciate the support. Veteran versus prospect. That's a really good way of putting it. I've got to be honest, they are a bit worried this is a little bit too soon for Gracie. He's 5-0. He's undefeated. But I can't wait for this. Swanson saying that his ground game is good. His stand-up is good. Cub Swanson's an awesome fighter. He does bring a lot of experience. He doesn't have the greatest record. It's not bad. It's like 25 wins, 11 defeats. It's not a bad record at all. He's a great fighter. And he brings a lot of experience. He's been doing this for a long time. This is a real test for Kron Gracie. A real test. And actually, people think it might be too much too soon. And in February, that's when he made his debut. It's been a little while, actually, going back in February. Days, did you get the UFC version of Tagged Classics too? I did. I got some of them, but I didn't get all of them. I think I pretty much got all of the WWE ones. But I, to be honest, used YouTube a lot to kind of catch up on a lot of different things, like Daily Motion, things like that. Because a lot of my money went into WWE. This has always been a side thing. It's always been something that I've really appreciated. I think it's why I really appreciate the likes of Cain Velasquez coming into WWE. It's why it's like when I see people talking about, these fighters come in and they get thrown to the top. It's like, yes, and rightfully so, because a lot of people that make those comments haven't seen for themselves what they're capable of. I honestly think a lot of wrestling fans haven't seen Ronda actually fight. They haven't seen a Brock Lesnar UFC fight, they don't know what's involved. They just don't know. I really believe that. I think a lot of wrestling fans haven't seen UFC. I think a lot have, but man, you can't hate on Ronda and Brock and Kane if you've seen what they've been through, if you've seen what they're capable of, if you've seen some of the wars that they've had, you know? So, this is what I'm saying. I love watching the UFC, and it's great now that there's a little bit of a crossover between them. I've got nothing but respect for UFC fighters, and I really do feel like when they go to WWE, they deserve to go in very, very high on the card. Of course, I don't want to see like WWE superstars getting pushed to one side and not getting opportunities. I feel like it should be a nice blend. It should be a nice mix. But yeah, it's always been a side passion. So yeah, I definitely got some of the tag classics, but not loads like WWE. As I said, I think I got all the WWE ones. Cub Swanson making his way down. Gracie is in. This should be awesome. This should be awesome. I am very, very much looking forward to this. I am a little bit worried for Gracie. I want Gracie to win. Yeah, they're saying that there's so many different ways to win and lose. That Gracie might not be the best striker here, but that might not matter. Right, Cub Swanson, 11 wins by knockout, 4 by submission, second most significant strikes in featherweight history, 1,354, third most wins in featherweight history. I mean, he is a legend. He is a legend. This is a big ask for Kron. Big, big ask. I agree, people just don't know. I was so disappointed when I was looking through Twitter at fans hating on UFC because they're not used to new faces. Yeah, I mean, you're always going to get that with outsiders, you know? You're always going to get that when you get people coming in from a different world. I just feel like the UFC it's such a credible world. It's not like, you know, before when we had like Snooki at WrestleMania, and now there's rumors that KSI wants to fight, and it's like, I know a lot of kids would be excited at KSI having a wrestling match, but I would struggle to think of anything worse. I really want WWE to be cool, and the only way it's going to be cool is if it's legitimate. If it's legitimate, and I know it's scripted, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have great, cool athletes. And you know what? That's what UFC stars are. They're cool. UFC is cool because it's real. And these people have to put their bodies through so much. Undefeated. Right, can he do it? This is what I'm saying. I've been looking forward to this all week, guys. All week. Right, Cub Swanson is a slight underdog. Actually, I didn't know that. I thought he was a slight favourite. Slight underdog. Imagine that. Imagine that. 25. He's had 36 fights, 25 wins, 11 defeats, and after all of that experience, he's coming in as a slight underdog against someone that's had 5 fights. 5 fights. It's going to be good, guys. Keep your eyes on it. Come on, Gracie. Do it for your family. Oh, I want him to do this so bad. I really want him to win. Okay. We're underway. We are underway. Gracie standing his ground in the centre. I've seen a lot of people saying that this could be too much too soon for Gracie. So I am very surprised that Gracie is coming in as the favourite here. Because Swanson brings... I mean, look at him. He looks absolutely ripped. He looks like a tough guy to beat, doesn't he? Swanson. Yeah. Bisping saying that Kron looks good. His movement looks good. He is constantly moving forward. I mean, throughout his whole life, he's going to have just had the best training. He is just going to have had the best training. And he's got that name, hasn't he? I'd love for him to be a big star. I'd love for him to do well. Keep climbing up. Main event, one of those UFC cards, you know. Get a Gracie name back up there again. I mean, maybe one step at a time. Let's get past Swanson first. Nice. He's trying to fight close here. Just little flurries. And see if I can get the statistics up whilst we're watching this. This is our co-main event, by the way, for those of you wondering. We've just got the main event after this, which is going to be Michelle Waterson against Joanna. This is a tough fight. Tough fight. So I can totally understand why Gracie is taking his time, trying to find his openings. He's in there with someone with a lot of experience. And he's doing well. So far, Swanson, 10 strikes to Gracie's 8. He's doing well. Oh, just getting caught a little bit there by Swanson. Standing his ground in the middle. Swanson's the better striker, so Gracie's got to be careful, but Gracie's got a good defense. Oh, big kick to the body. Big kick to the body. Coming forward with a couple of right-hand jabs. Trying to take that front leg away. Swanson again firing in a shot to the body. Kron just looking a little bit uncertain right now. Swanson looking good. Coming forward. Kicking out. Just less than 2 minutes on the clock. It's hard to know. I feel like you would have to give this first round to Swanson. Swanson's had 17 strikes to 9. Oh, and he's getting through there as well, Swanson. Gracie's still in this, but this is a real step up for him. This is a real step up, and maybe it is a little too much too soon. Big strike to the body now as well. I don't know why they've not... I don't know why they've put him in there with someone like Swanson. That was the concern. And certainly this first round, it feels like he's a little out of his depth. 21 strikes to 11. I mean, he's far from out of this, but so far this first round is going to Cub Swanson. I went with Gracie, but I think it was my heart more than my head that made me do it. He is all over Swanson, though. He is still in this fight. But he's going to lose this round unless he can do something significant. He's coming forward, but he's not really landing with anything. We're at 14-22. I think there's a little cut on the nose of Gracie as well. Yeah, a little bit of damage on the bridge of the nose. Oh, big shot to the body from Swanson. They're going to start adding up. He's going to start feeling that. In fact, you can see a lot of redness now starting to appear onto the stomach area. A big knee as well. They're heavy, hard shots that he is taking, Gracie. That round that's Swanson's round. That is Swanson's round. He's taken some damage there. He has taken some damage. Oh, not feeling good about it now, guys. Tough fight. Tough fight. Trust the process. Good comment, yeah. Let's see. I mean, he's not been blown away in the first round, has he? I mean, it's. Personally, I'm giving that to Swanson, but it's not like a absolute domination. So let's see. Let's see what he's got in round 2, but my fear is more of the same, if I'm being honest. No way. It is over when Gracie grabs him. Okay. Good point. He's obviously got the skills to pay the bills. Let's see what round 2 brings. This is our co-main event in the featherweights department. He didn't look for the takedowns like I thought he was going to. He's still in this. But I wish he wouldn't stand and throw with Swanson. We know that Swanson's a better striker. I wish he would look for them takedowns a little bit more. I wish he would go for, you know, a couple of lunges or whatever. He's submitted all of his opponents, Gracie. So you know that he's going to look for a submission. I'm just amazed that there hasn't been more takedown attempts. He's walking forward. He's getting caught a little bit as well. He is definitely vulnerable if he's going to stand and try and outstrike Swanson. He won't do it. Yeah, so far not working. I agree with Bisping. So some adjustments have got to be made, and they've got to be made now. Swanson looking pretty good. He's trying to evade a little bit. I mean, you could say that Gracie is in control. He's definitely on the front foot. But for some reason, he's not going for takedowns. He's constantly standing and striking, and he's going to get out. He's going to get out punched. He is still walking forward. And he's got Swanson up against the octagon. Again, he's still throwing a couple of strikes in. And there is blood coming down the nose of Gracie. Tries a jump guard, can't get it. So he does at least try something. Yeah, he's trying to make something happen here. He doesn't want to stand and throw. 3 minutes. He's got to find a way of getting Swanson down. He's still coming forward, though. You got to give him credit where it's due. It's such an interesting fight. Swanson, 51 strikes to 30. Oh, it's shot up a little bit. 52 to 41. Things are starting to get through a little bit. He's got the ankle. Oh, he nearly had an ankle lock. Gracie is dangerous. He is dangerous. Shots coming in. Nice. Still standing his ground. My concern is he's going to get caught. These are big shots that are coming in from Swanson. And they are getting through. He cannot stand and throw. He's got to get him down. He's got to get a takedown. There hasn't been a takedown yet. 60 shots to 55. So Gracie's getting through as well. But Swanson definitely has more power. Definitely has more power. It's actually 60-58. Gracie has done a great job of closing this gap. So, significant strikes. This is a much better round from Gracie. I don't know if he's trying to prove something. I don't know if he's trying to show something. I just want him to win. But he is getting through. He's actually leading on total strikes now. 64-62 to Gracie. So Gracie having a big second round. He's taking some shots back here though. 1 minute 15 on the clock. I still feel like he needs that takedown. He still doesn't look phased. Honestly, he just keeps coming forward. He keeps coming after you like death. Swanson is not looking as composed as he was at the start of the fight. This has been a big round for Gracie. I can tell you that Swanson just pulling back ahead a touch, but this round's going to Gracie. The first round for Swanson, the second round for Gracie. And amazingly, there hasn't been a successful takedown yet. He is eating a lot of shots. He is showing that he's got a decent chin here, Gracie. Swinging. We're down into the final 20 seconds. He's standing in there with Swanson, just taking shots. Still coming forward. I should imagine that Swanson's quite surprised here. I'm surprised. Swanson's got a cut. Wow, we're going to get... do you know what? I don't mind this going all the way. Do not mind this going all the way at all. I want to hear what they're saying to Gracie in his corner. Take a deep breath and relax. Can't quite make out what they're saying. One more round. This is evenly poised. I'd give the first round to Swanson. The second round to Gracie. I don't know. I don't know which way this is going. I don't want it to go all to decision because I just don't want it to go to a judge's scorecard. Yeah, there's been a lot of shots, but they're very close. It's actually 75 significant strikes to 74. Swanson's ahead by 1. But total strikes, 76 for Gracie, 75 for Swanson. No takedowns each. These two very evenly matched, actually. Now that we're going into the third, and we're into the third... Yeah, one punch can change everything. Gracie looking for that punch. Come on, Gracie. Come on, Gracie. Nice. Couple of jabs coming in. Right hand jabs by Gracie. Come on. Lunging forward. He's trying here. He's trying. Gracie's trying. Come on, Gracie. I really want him to win. Desperate for him to win this. Nice. Swanson gets out of that clinch that Gracie just had on. There's just a little flurry of shots coming in, but nothing with a great deal of power. Gracie having to cover up. Hard to know who's got the advantage right now. Swanson coming forward, swinging. You feel like Grace is looking for a big shot here. He's looking for an opening or he's looking for something. Nice. He's looking for the takedown. That's what he was looking for. Yeah, a lot of up kicks from Gracie. The tangled up. This is going to be so hard to score. Knee to the body by Swanson. Let's keep an eye on the numbers. Swanson pulling ahead on the numbers. 101 significant strikes to 93. Jabs coming in. Getting through. That was good from Gracie. 3 minutes there. Oh! He tried to get the takedown but couldn't quite get it. Yeah, he did really well, Swanson, then to avoid that. I mean, they are deep into the third. Nice block by Gracie. Right hand jab gets through, though, by Swanson. 2 minutes 40. Swanson still throwing, but doesn't seem to have a lot. Gracie's going to look for another takedown. Another up kick. Gets back up onto his feet. Uppercut comes in, though, by Swanson. These two are just out on their feet. These two are just throwing. They've been in an absolute war. I mean, Gracie he belongs at this level, but has he got enough to get the job done? Has he got enough to get the job done? It's really good stuff. 2 minutes. Gracie trying to cover up, but he is taking some shots. Few little uppercuts coming in. They're trading uppercuts at the moment. Swanson breaks apart. Swanson a little bit punch drunk at the moment. Just kind of swinging and hoping. I think Gracie's sort of doing the same. You feel like Gracie has got to try for a hip toss or something. Get a takedown on the board. Give the judges something to think about. Smile on the face of Swanson. We're into the final minute and 30. Both guys have given a lot here. 126 significant strikes to 1, 2, 3. Swanson leading on significant strikes. And now the two of them in the clinch in the centre of the octagon. This is madness. This is a war right now. Who can get the advantage? Gracie looking for a hip toss but couldn't get it. Couple of little jabs come in. 130 to 128. Less than a minute on the clock. One big shot would do it right now. Gracie covers up. Swanson throwing fists and he lunges for a single leg takedown. Gracie is looking for a triangle. He's wrapped the eggs around. What's he going for? A guillotine choke. He's trying for a guillotine choke. I don't think he's going to get it at this stage. There's not long left on the clock. We're looking at 20 odd seconds. And I think Swanson has got too much power. Gets back up to his feet. Doesn't count as a takedown. 20 odd seconds to go. Gracie couldn't make the most of that. Does it swing it his way though? Can either guy land that big shot? And Swanson is trying to end this the stronger. And that is the end of the fight. 139 to 132 to Swanson. When it comes to significant strikes, no successful takedowns for either guy. That's the level that Kron Gracie is at. I'm not sure he wins it though. Oh, he was just a takedown away. A takedown, I think, would have swayed it in the judges' minds. I don't think he's got it. I don't think he's got it. He was real close to getting that submission. He was real close. Seemed like he had him in a triangle and then he transitioned it to a guillotine choke, but Swanson managed to pop out of it right at the end. I don't think he's going to get it. I'm going to say the judges are going to say split decision Swanson. Split decision Swanson is what they're going to go with. Rusty says Gracie first loss. Neil thinks Gracie's going to win by decision. Let me know. Who do you think? Who do you think? Drop it in the chat. Do you think it's going to be just put an S for Swanson or a G for Gracie? Who do you think's winning this? S for Swanson, G for Gracie. Which way do you think this is going to go? We're going to go back for the official decision. Of course, we've still got the main event coming up. That was a fight, I tell you. That was a real war. So good. Might have been my favourite fight of the night, actually. I really enjoyed it. I know the prelims had some great fights on, but that was a fight that I was really looking forward to anyway. Obviously, it's got the history of the Gracie family, and I hope he's done it, but I don't think he has. I don't think he has. G, G, S, G, G, S, G, S, S, G. I think more people are going for Gracie here. I think more people are going for Gracie. That might be out of hope. Let's have a look. Here we go. 3 rounds. Come on, Gracie. Come on, Gracie. Unanimous. Oh. I thought it would be split decision for Gracie. For Swanson, it isn't. It is a unanimous decision for Swanson. Swanson's record goes 26-11. And it looks like it just was too much, too soon for Kron Gracie. Just a little too much too soon. They're showing most wins in the featherweight history. Jose Aldo has got 18. Cub Swanson on 16. So, a legend, but... oh, man. I'm gutted. I am really gutted by that. So, there we go. Kron could not get the job done tonight. It was a real step up for him, though. A real step up. This was a whole nother level. So, Cub Swanson talking to Bisping. That was a co-main event. Really good fight. Really enjoyed it. Not the result we wanted. Joanna will now go on to face Waterson. Gutted. I tell you now, UFC wanted Gracie to win that. UFC would have loved Gracie to have won that. Oh, I'm writing Gracie and it wasn't. Sterling in the crowd. Second ranked bantamweight. Dustin Poirier, the former interim UFC lightweight champion. And it is coming up to main event time, my friends. Joanna Jedrzejczyk, former UFC strawweight champion. She had 5 successful defenses. Her record is 15 wins, 3 defeats. And she is in there against the karate hottie, Michelle Waterson. 9 wins by submission. I would love Michelle Waterson to win, but I think it's going to go to Joanna. I think Joanna's got this one, but what a great fight this is. What a really, really great fight this is. Oh, guys, I'm gutted. Gracie lost. Brazilian fighter sucks. He should end his career. He lost to an old guy. Yeah, maybe not end the career. But he was just one... I feel like he was like a takedown away. If he'd just caused a bit more drama. Like, for some reason, I don't know why, but he was standing a lot. He didn't go for that many takedowns. I don't know why he was standing so much, but he was. We're in Tampa, Florida. A place that I was in last year. Love Tampa, Florida. Absolutely love it. Joanna versus Waterson is our main event. Joanna, the Polish princess. Yes, main event time. So, Michelle, 17-6. She wants to become the first champion that's a mother. And obviously her daughter tends to be at the shows. This is a real test, though. This is a real test. In there against Joanna, former champion. And I think Joanna's going to get this. I'm not sure how, though. I mean, Joanna is... she's a better boxer. She's got better kicks. She's got a good takedown defense. I don't know what round it's going to happen, but I'm fairly confident it's going to be Joanna. I think it'll be within 3. Let me know. What do you think? What do you think? Who do you think's winning this? Joanna or Michelle Waterson? This is a really good main event. I like it. I want to see it. But I do think Joanna's getting it. What is the poll doing on Twitter? Is No Way still winning? It is. It is. Laser Wolf says Pena was robbed. He was. He absolutely was robbed. Has James Vick been destroyed into Bellator yet? James Vick nearly died. What's the word on Vick? He was all right after, wasn't he? It was nasty, man, though. It was really nasty. I didn't think he was going to get the victory. I thought he was going to struggle against Nico, and it proved to be that way. Yeah, up kick. It was horrible. I don't know what the latest is, but I think he's all right. Right, main event time. We're just waiting. They're just going through the video package. We're just looking at Joanna and what she's achieved in the past. Obviously, former champion, as we said. Michelle Waterson, no pushover. Good fighter. Michelle Waterson saying she's going to bring some real intensity. She's going to have to. Here we go then, main event time. Give me hope, Joanna. Hope, Joanna. Have it on good authority. Ronda Rousey is going to make a comeback to UFC. Triple H said that she's going to WWE. Right, Michelle Waterson is here. She's making her way down. She's the first person doing the ring walk. Big smile on her face. Shout out to Cole Taylor. The karate hottie. Yep. It is never a chore to watch a Michelle Waterson fight. Okay, here she comes. She steps out. She's pumped up for this, man. She is pumped up for this. She is ranked 7th in this division. The women's strawweight. Mom champ. There's a daughter. I'd like her to win. I would like for Michelle Waterson to win. I just don't think she will. I don't think she's got the striking ability, and I think she's going to get out-kicked. Days, I just came by to say hello. I am watching the Capitals right now. I don't even know what that means. I'm guessing that is some kind of a sports team. Unless you're staring at, like, capital letters or something. Personally, I'm a fan of lowercase. I have it on good. Oh, we read that. Who won, Amanda or Mac? All the results are scrolling along the bottom. I can tell you that it was Dern lost. It was a massacre, actually. It was Amanda Phoebus that got the victory. Deserved victory as well. Okay, Michelle Waterson, 3-fight win streak, second highest striking accuracy in the UFC strawweight history, 57.5%. Second highest takedown accuracy in strawweight history, 60%. Days for Christmas, you should do another send in your Christmas pictures of wrestling gifts. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, her daughter in the crowd, watching on. About to see her mom get massacred. She has got a big smile on her face. She does look good. She might not look so confident in a minute. Let's see. Big fight this. Good fight. Shout out to Hubbard. I'm watching the Yankees-Astros game. Yankees are going to win. No one here even knows what the Yankees-Astros even is. There used to be some sweets called Astros. I used to love them. Totally had forgotten about them. Astros candy. Let's have a look. Yes! Ah! Oh, them. I used to love them. Totally forgot about them until you just mentioned them. Oh my god, I loved them. I wonder if they're still available anywhere in the world. Astros? Oh man. I would say I'm going to try and buy some. Some on eBay? There's some on eBay! I bet they're like 1 million years old. They're from Durban. What the hell? Canberra in South Africa. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know if I trust them. They might come like completely out of date. Well, there we go. I might be buying some Astros. Amazing. That's why I love these streams. Did not expect to be looking at that tonight. Right, Joanna making her way down. Cadbury's Astros were awesome. They were awesome. They were. I don't know why they stopped making them. I might write a letter to Cadbury after this. Okay, Joanna making her way down. Yankees, Astros, American League Championship, best of 7. Winner goes to play the National League champion in the Baseball World Series. Oh, okay, cool. Don't do it, Days. Yeah, I don't know. Buying chocolate off eBay probably isn't the right thing to do, is it? Certainly when it's coming from Durban. I mean, no offence to Durban, but that's a long way away from where I am in the UK. We're just waiting for Joanna to get into the Octagon. If you are joining us, this is the main event. Joanna versus Waterson. Obviously, Waterson's got a karate background. Of course, she's known as the karate hottie. She's got really good movement, but I'm not sure if she's going to be big enough here. Joanna, she is a former UFC strawweight champion, 5 successful defenses, most wins and fight time in UFC strawweight history, most significant strikes in UFC strawweight history as well. So she is bringing a lot to the party. Michelle Waterson ranked 7th, Joanna ranked 5th. Here we go. Let's get this underway. We've been waiting a long time for this fight. Days, do you remember Zots? I remember them. I didn't have them that many times, but I remember the name. Let's have a look. Zots candy. No. I've got them, but now I've seen them, I don't remember them. I don't know. Are they from like the 1950s or something? I haven't got a clue. Okay, we're going over now to the announcements. So Michelle Waterson is 5'3", Joanna 5'6". Joanna's got a 3.5-inch reach advantage. It's a big fight, man. This is such a good fight. I would love for Waterson to do it. The Bay City of Tampa, Florida. It is time for the main events. Come on. I am pumped for this. Zots are from the 70s. Ah, okay. I remember the name, but having just seen them, I can't remember them. I think it's because I'm still dreaming about Astros. The world is ready. Oh, God, this is good. It's got a big fight feel. I'm loving it. Sebastian says, come on, Joanna. Days, what do you think of SmackDown and Draft? I just watched it and I was disappointed. Yeah, I think a lot of people were disappointed. Okay, Michelle Waterson, oh my God, she is plus 275 underdog here. Heavy underdog. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. The karate hottie. And there's her daughter in the crowd. And a mom as well, I think. Joanna from Poland. She's got Polska on her gum shield. She is minus 350 favourite. That makes her quite a heavy favourite. Certainly when it comes to a main event. She is the former champ, though. Right. Polska flags and Polska scarves. So, obviously a lot of Polish are there. I don't know if Tampa's got like a Polish community. It does tonight. Okay, Joanna goes to the corner. Says a little prayer. These two are focused, man. This has got that big fight feel. It's going to be good. And we are underway. Waterson is going to have to be on this. I mean, Joanna does have to be careful. Waterson's got skills, you know. But I just think Joanna beats her in all departments when it comes to kicks, when it comes to striking. Okay, there. Oh, nice. Couple of quick shots coming in from Joanna. Joanna standing her ground in the centre. And Michelle going for a single leg takedown. Drives Joanna against the octagon. Starts unloading a little bit. Knees coming in from Joanna. Michelle is pinned up against the octagon. Knee coming into the midsection. It's Joanna that's controlling the fight right now. Nice though, Michelle spinning it round. Knees to the midsection though. So Michelle has got Joanna pinned up against the octagon now. It's good reversal that was. Joanna is bigger, stronger though, so I think she will get out of this. But can Michelle do a bit of damage? Joanna is finding a way out. Knees coming in though. She's still keeping a pin. She's doing a good job here, Michelle. She's doing a very good job, and now they break apart. Nice. Good work so far from Michelle Waterson. Really, really good work. I can tell you that it is 13 strikes to Joanna, 12 to Michelle Waterson. So Joanna is just slightly ahead. Front leg kick by Joanna. Standing the ground in the centre. 3 minutes on the clock. Of course, this could go 5 rounds. Don't think it will. I think we will get a finish. These two are going to throw a lot at each other. Nice, Joanna coming in. Beautiful right, left. Joanna faking. Michelle Waterson trying to get that front leg. Lunging forward again. She's constantly looking for takedowns, Michelle Waterson. And again, she pins Joanna against the octagon. Knees coming in from Joanna. Both women on their feet right now. We're past the halfway point in round 1. Very difficult round to call. I would say that Joanna is getting more strikes in here. And actually, just looking, that is showing 24 strikes to 12 when it comes to significant strikes. So Joanna starting to pull ahead here on significant strikes. She's also spun Michelle Waterson around. And it's now Joanna that's got Michelle pinned up against the octagon. And some big shots coming in now. Some big bombs coming in. So Michelle Waterson in a little bit of trouble, but she's still in this. She's still in this. She spins Joanna back around, but again, Joanna turns on her. So they're both jockeying for position right now. Both trying to control this fight. Constantly trading positions. A lot of knees to the midsection. 29 shots to 13. Michelle doing well, actually. She's all right. I'd say she's probably losing this round, but only just. Nice shot coming in from Joanna. Knees to the midsection. Shot to the head. Joanna starting to pull away a little bit here. She's kind of got Michelle pinned. Michelle can't get out now. They did jockey for position, but Joanna has just been firing in knees, firing in headshots. Shot to the head again. We're getting down to the final 30 seconds here. 38 significant shots to 14. So Joanna is controlling this. She's still got Waterson pinned up against the octagon. Waterson, no, powering out. Oh, but she goes right back again. She can't escape the clinch. She's just got spun around again. They're just trading knee shots at the moment. Into a headlock by Waterson. Looking for a back elbow. Joanna, though, trying to get round the back. Herb Dean breaks them apart. And is that the end of that round? That's the end of the round. I'd give that Joanna. I think that's a Joanna round. Waterson is a mom with no killer instinct. I would rather the mom wins. I want Michelle Waterson. Make no mistake about it. I would love for her to win. She's got blood coming down her nose, though. Don't know where that came from. It didn't seem to be bleeding during that first round, but fair bit of blood coming out of her nose. She seems happy enough, but man, she must know that she's in a war here. That first round for me goes to Joanna, and it's very hard to find how Michelle Waterson gets back into this fight. Yeah. Smile on her face still, though. If she wants to be a champion, she's going to have to get past people like Joanna. Yeah, no visible damage on Joanna. Just blood coming out of the nose of Michelle Waterson. We're back underway with round number 2. Big kick coming in from Joanna. I think that was a really good point. You're right. I don't know if Michelle Waterson has got that killer instinct. I mean, she trains hard. Oh, but it's just that extra it factor, isn't it? Kicks coming in. I mean, we're 50 significant shots to 17. 50 significant shots to 17. Right now, it is all Joanna. Waterson is trying. Michelle is trying. She is firing shots in, but Joanna's doing a good job of blocking them and kind of firing back with shots of her own. Front leg kick by Joanna. Both women in the centre. And that blood is starting to really come down now. Fair bit of blood coming down the nose of Michelle Waterson. And Joanna, I think, is even targeting it. She's going for headshots. Almost got caught herself there. She lunged forward, went for a body shot just as Michelle Waterson went for a head kick. Smile on the face of Joanna. She knows she kind of got that wrong. But she survived. She got through. 3 minutes 20 on the clock. Headshot coming in by Michelle Waterson. That was very good. Last 30 seconds have been good for Michelle Waterson here. She's still in this fight. Both women in the clinch. Joanna trying to drive her back to the octagon. It's actually Michelle that's got Joanna pinned against the cage now. 2 minutes 50 odd on the clock. Michelle Waterson still in this. Actually in a controlling position at the moment, but well down when it comes to total strikes and significant strikes. No takedowns yet. She's got Joanna up against the octagon. They break apart. They go right back to the centre. So both women reset. 2 minutes 30, halfway into the second round. I thought this would be done within 3. Front leg kick again. And Michelle Waterson, a few times during this fight, has gone for that single leg takedown. But again, they end up against the cage. Michelle Waterson in a controlling position. Joanna, I think, is going to look to fire in a few knees. Shots coming in from Michelle Waterson. Knees coming in from Joanna. Yeah, she is getting some shots in, but she's not doing enough right now. I know potentially this is going to be a long fight. Potentially it could go 5 rounds, but whenever she gets into a controlling position, she doesn't make the most of it. She doesn't control the fight very much. And when she is controlling, she's not making the most of it. That's her problem. And right now, she's not controlling it. Joanna has spun this round on her. And now it's Michelle Waterson that's pinned up against the octagon. There's a fair bit of blood coming out of the nose now of Michelle. Clinch strikes, Joanna 46, Waterson 22. Total strikes, Joanna 75, Waterson 34. Significant strikes, Joanna 73, Waterson 28. She's just getting outdone in all departments right now. Joanna's just too good. So 40 odd seconds left on the clock in round number 2. Blood pouring down the face of Michelle Waterson. Kicks coming in again from Joanna. Oh, got caught! She got caught, but she's all right. Michelle Waterson got caught there. I think it was a right hand jab. There was quite a bit getting thrown in. Just kind of... Oh, she loses her foot in now. It's not looking good. She's having to wipe the blood away. She's in trouble. She's been caught a couple of times. She's slipped. I mean, we're getting down to the final parts of the second round, but I don't know where she's going to be by the end of the third. Oh, not looking good, all of you Michelle Waterson fans out there. You want to be saying your prayers right now. Might want to take that little girl out of the arena. She's still smiling. Hey, Days, good match. It's a good match. It's a good match. I mean, good in the sense of these are 2 good fighters. Legitimately, Michelle Waterson is a good fighter. It's a really good test for her. She wants to be a champion. She talks about being a champion. Well, if you're going to do it, you're going to have to get past the likes of Joanna. And to be honest, she isn't. Let's put it that way. She isn't. Look at that. It was a head kick, actually. It was a head kick that came in. Head kick by Joanna did rock Michelle Waterson towards the end of that second round. Really good. So much blood. There is a lot of blood. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. We're here every week. Every week for the fight nights. Every Saturday we are here watching and enjoying the UFC shows. So, yeah, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, we've got a great little community. And we are back underway in round number 3 for Joanna versus Michelle Waterson. Now, I said that I thought it would end within 3 rounds. So, it's going to have to be this round if my prediction comes right. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I'm still sticking with Joanna for the win. So, I'm going to say Joanna in this round. That's my prediction. Let's see. She had her in a little bit of trouble in round 2. Let's see if she can get the job done here. Michelle Waterson going for a head kick. Not landing it. Joanna not forcing anything right now. Taking her time. Just going for that front leg. Michelle Waterson stepping forward. Nice kick to the body. She does have a lot in her arsenal, Michelle Waterson. She can throw from a lot of different angles. She's obviously got that karate background. So she is very, very skilled. She definitely deserves this fight, but It's not going her way right now. She steps forward. She gets tagged a couple of times as well. 102. 102 significant strikes to 40 now. Joanna just waiting, trying to find the right opening. Michelle Waterson backs away. Yep. Joanna standing her ground in the centre. They haven't been up against the side of the octagon in this third round. They haven't engaged much at all, actually. There's just been a couple of flourishes. Michelle Waterson coming forward, but not finding a way through. They're now, there we go, in the clinch. Both in the clinch right now. Joanna around the back of Michelle Waterson. They spin over to the octagon. She's got her by the throat. She's trying to take her down. Michelle Waterson goes down. Joanna on top. Joanna, Michelle Waterson gets back up to her feet and she gets her down again. She's got her head. This is not a good position for Michelle Waterson to be in. It's like a guillotine choke. Man, her head is proper twisted up right now. Michelle knows that she's in trouble, but she is getting back up to her feet here. She's done so well to do that, and she eats a massive left hook. Big left hook comes in, and Michelle Waterson survives. Blocks her head kick as well. I thought that was it. I thought it was done. I thought she had her. I thought she was tapping. She didn't tap. She has got a lot of heart. An awful lot of heart. Head kick coming in by Joanna. Michelle Waterson firing back with a couple of her own, but they're not landing. It's 113 significant strikes to 42. We've got 1 minute 30 left of the third round. Nice front leg kicks. She's just constantly hitting something, Joanna, be it a front leg kick or firing in with a jab. She's just keeping that significant strike total ticking over. Front leg kick again by Joanna. Yeah, and yeah, I agree with Bisping. Bisping is saying those kicks are really nice and they're going to be doing damage. I mean, you can see the leg, how red the leg is on Michelle Waterson, who gets a takedown. She's round the back of Joanna. She's looking for a rear naked choke. Michelle Waterson, this is the best opportunity that she's had. This is good from Waterson, but I don't think she hasn't got it under the chin. Came out of nowhere. That was a really good moment. So she gets a takedown, but she's broken free. Joanna's got to be careful here. She doesn't want to get that arm or let her get the arm underneath the chin. It's right on the chin at the moment. Michelle Waterson on the back of Joanna. And I think Joanna's going to survive this, but what a moment by Michelle Waterson out of nowhere. Just managing to jump onto the back and nearly found that rear naked choke. Nearly found that rear naked choke. Oh, now she's getting tagged by Michelle Waterson and there's a big smile on the face. Look at this. It was a brilliant moment at the end. They were throwing at each other. Joanna was getting through. Joanna just pacing back and forth, man. Can't believe that Waterson found a way through. She survives. She more than survives. She nearly won it. Michelle Waterson nearly found victory. She nearly snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. Absolute scenes. What a great fight. Who's winning? Easily Joanna is winning. But there was a great moment at the end there. Just showing the two of them trading. There was a beautiful right hand that came from Michelle Waterson, but then quite a lot came back from Joanna. Joanna is up. Joanna is definitely winning, but there was a scare. There was definitely a scare then for her. Such a great moment. What a great moment. Big smile on the face of Michelle Waterson. She's got a lot to be proud of. The fact she's still in this fight is incredible. She's taken a lot of punishment. There's a lot of blood coming out of her nose. The two of them in a clinch as well. It's a really good fight. It's a really good fight. They're not sitting back. They're going for it. And those front leg kicks coming in again. She's just given Joanna something to think about, hasn't she? She's just given her something to think about. Head kick coming in from Joanna. Brutal kick coming in by Joanna. Both women in the centre now. Trying to find an opening. Head kicks blocked by Michelle Waterson. Michelle Waterson coming forward with a right-left combo. Tries for a head kick as well, but can't land it. Really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. Michelle Waterson lunging forward, but gets spun around, and she's pinned up against the octagon. So Waterson is pinned up against the octagon. We've gone just under 4 minutes to go. In the 4th round, they break apart. You can see the redness. I think she's struggling a little to walk on that leg. She's having to bounce around. It's got to be hurting her. She's taken a lot of punishment. 137 significant strikes by Joanna. 46 by Michelle Waterson. So Joanna in the centre. Looking for a way through. Again, just firing them kicks in. Going after that front leg. Kick to the body as well. Really good stuff. The blood coming out of the nose of Michelle Waterson. Michelle Waterson just trying to find a way through. Leg kick again coming in. 142 to 46. 2 takedowns for Joanna to 1 for Waterson. Head kick backs Michelle Waterson up against the octagon. It's really good stuff. The pace has settled down a little bit here. Yeah, Michelle keeps switching her stances as well. Just keeping Joanna guessing. I mean, it's good. She's in there. She's still competing. She's still working hard. She's definitely still got a shot. I mean, we just saw her at the end of the last round out of nowhere. Nearly got that rear naked choke, but just could not quite get it on. Front leg kicks coming in by Joanna. Joanna coming forward with a couple of jabs. Going for a kick to the body, but can't quite land it. Nice kicks coming in by Joanna. She's just ticking it over. It's been quite an even round, this one. Neither woman has been able to really pull ahead. It's going to be an I tell you, if we get to this final round, it is going to be explosive. Waterson still firing, kicks in. I mean, Joanna must be like, what have I got to do to put this woman away? Blood again coming out of the nose of Waterson. She's going for a single leg takedown, but can't quite get it. She's got Joanna pinned up against the octagon. 1 minute 20 odd left in round number 4. Really interesting stuff. She's looking for takedown here. Michelle Waterson, she's got her in a bit of a headlock. She's not going to get any kind of submission there. And Michelle goes down. They have counted it as a takedown. So they do count that as a takedown for Joanna. I mean, Michelle was pretty much straight back up. They're jockeying for position here. 40 odd seconds on the clock. Michelle Waterson is losing this fight. If it goes to judges, she is losing the fight. But it'll be such an achievement just to go 5 rounds with Joanna. 161 significant strikes to 55. Knees coming in by Joanna. And again, she's really firing in some stuff right now. Michelle spins it round though. And that's the end of that. We are going to the final round, guys. This is going to go to round 5. I mean, what this is... I tell you what, this is really hard for Joanna, because Joanna has got this. She's absolutely, no doubt whatsoever, she is winning this on the judges' scorecards. So what the hell does she do in this? Because I'm guessing Michelle's going to have to go for it. So, I mean, like, she's got to go for it. Does it really matter if you get knocked out compared to if you loses on judges? You're still going to lose. So, I think she's going to come out. I think she's going to go for it. What does Joanna do? Does she fight fire with fire? Does she just concede the round? Oh, they're putting some ice on the leg of Joanna. So it seems like that right foot, maybe the ankle. Oh, it's really swollen. Really swollen. I didn't see that before. That right foot is really swollen on Joanna. Wow. Maybe she's going to have to kind of sit back a little bit. The two of them embrace as they get ready to go here. Real sign of respect. I'm not sure you're going to see many kicks coming from Joanna from that right foot, because it is really swelling up. Michelle's going to have to go for this. I think Joanna's going to try and pin Michelle up against the octagon and try and take some time out of the final round. She's definitely winning this on scorecard. I mean, she's not been able to put Michelle Waterson down in 4 rounds. Oh! Bang, 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 bang! A real combo coming in, though, from Joanna. Wow, she's got a game plan. She's sticking to it. Bang, 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 bang. Combos coming in. Both women are hurt here. Both women are hurt. What a fight. Who's winning? Joanna is winning. Joanna is definitely winning. Karate Hottie is overrated. She's done well to still be in there, man. She has done well to still be in there. Thanks for joining us, Gavin. Front leg kicks coming in. And again, bang, 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 bang by Joanna. Right and lefts. Just little flurries, just driving Michelle Waterson back. Left leg kick coming in. 3 minutes 30 on the clock. A knee coming in. And now she does drive Michelle against that octagon. Looks like it's going to go the distance. That's the vibe I'm getting. Neither woman has been able to put the other one away so far. They've both had really close moments. But, I mean, look, numbers-wise, 178 significant strikes to 66. Joanna is definitely up on strikes. 3 takedowns for Joanna, 1 for Michelle Waterson. She is absolutely dominating when it comes to the numbers. So now it's just about what can happen in the next 2 minutes, 40-odd seconds. Can Michelle find something from somewhere to snatch a victory? Or will Joanna just get this on the judges? Waterson has got Joanna pinned up against the cage, but Joanna spins her back around. Michelle Waterson sticking her tongue out, just like unfazed here. She's taken some big, big shots. She is going to be in pain after this fight. Both of them are, actually. Looking for a takedown. She's on the back again, Michelle Waterson. Michelle Waterson is going to look for that rear naked, but I don't think she's going to get it. Yeah, she's moving. She's transitioning round to the side, and Joanna's doing a really good job here of blocking that rear naked choke. Good. Good work by Joanna. She's done a good job to get rid of the threat there. 1 minute 30. That was a little dangerous moment there from Waterson. And Joanna has done a very good job of getting out of that situation so late into the fight. I mean, you've got to say that Michelle Waterson's got heart, man. She just keeps coming forward. She really does just keep coming forward. It's very, very hard to put away as well. She's been hit with a lot of stuff, and she's still there. 186 significant strikes. 3 takedowns to 2. Michelle Waterson has only managed 69 significant strikes. Whoa, spinning back elbow by Michelle Waterson. As we go into the final 40-odd seconds, the match absolutely has not disappointed. What a great contest as we are approaching the final 30-odd seconds of the fight. Both women have got injuries. Both women are going to be feeling this. Joanna, overhand right. 20-odd second. Oh, tags Michelle Waterson. Starts to unload with a little flurry. It would be a real shame now if she did knock out Michelle Waterson with 10 seconds to go. It's not going to happen. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And it's done. The fight is over. Both women are standing. They embrace. What a contest. 200 significant strikes for Joanna. 74 for Michelle Waterson. 3 takedowns for Joanna. 2 for Michelle Waterson. 25 minutes of action could not separate the two. Wow. She looked out of it after the second round. She nearly snatched victory in the third. Not a great deal to separate them really in like the 4th and the 5th. Hello, Gavin. Michelle has proven she is tough. That's true. Thanks for the support, Corey. Really appreciate it, dude. Let's get this official decision. It's got to be Joanna. It's got to be Joanna by unanimous. Waterson is trash. And Joanna couldn't even finish her. It was I mean, look, 25 minutes. It was good. It was a good fight. I feel like Joanna is the better fighter, but Michelle definitely has got it in her to find a victory. But she was only going to get a victory by rear naked choke or a kind of like submission out of nowhere. She couldn't do it. She couldn't find it. I think she takes the L here, but yeah, man, she can be proud. Say hi to who? Here we go. We're going over to the decision. Okay, here we go. Michelle Waterson is still smiling. There we go. Tampa cheering. Michelle Waterson, man. She quite happy. Smile on her face. It is unanimous. And it is Joanna. Joanna gets it by unanimous decision. Michelle Waterson goes straight over. The two of them embrace. Here we go, and Bisping's just going to have a word. It was very, very impressive. She should be real proud. She really should, man. Yeah, she's got like an ice pack on her foot. She thinks she broke her foot at the beginning of the third? That's amazing. That's amazing. She thinks she broke her foot at the beginning of the third round. Joanna wins fight of the night. It was a world-class display. Really great contest. Really, really enjoyable stuff. I'd like to hear from Michelle Waterson. I want to know where she goes next. Most wins in the UFC strawweight history. Joanna now, well, top. She's been top before and she's still top with 10. Andrade second with 7. Yeah, Joanna saying that Michelle Waterson's a real warrior. There you go. She's playing to the crowd a little bit, thanking the crowd for coming. She thought must have broken foot. That's one tough cookie. I agree. I played a whole playoff series in softball for 3 weeks with a broken foot. Impressive. I don't think I would stream if I had a broken foot. Here we go. We're going to hear from Michelle Waterson. Yeah. I think she's emotional. She's a bit emotional. Bisping says you took a lot of damage. Yeah, Waterson says that her intention wasn't to come here tonight and take a lot of damage. She's going to be the champ one day. I mean, that's big, man. Joanna is, former champion, and Michelle Waterson just went 5 rounds with her. She says she knows what she did wrong. She was getting stuck on the cage and getting caught. She was smiling all throughout this fight. There we go. So, boom. Really good. Ah, the kid's crying. Yoanna gets the victory. I mean, we're just seeing significant strikes every single round. 31 to 11, 34 to 15, 36 to 7, 46 to 12, 33 to 13. It's just completely every round, Joanna picking up significant strikes. It's hard to know how Michelle can get to that level, can move to that level. I just don't know. I'd love for her to do it. I really want Michelle Waterson to get there, but it's a big, big ask. It's a huge ask. But Joanna is celebrating, and rightfully so, because it's a good win, and onwards and upwards for her. So That's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're not part of the community, hit the subscribe. We're here every single week. We're here every Saturday. We were here last week for the big UFC show. We'll be here next week for Fight Night next week. And, of course, we're building towards Nate Diaz versus Masvidal. So that's going to be a massive, massive deal as well. So, yeah, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe. Make sure that you join us. Really do appreciate the support. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.